command or something, and we already got a bot loose in the chat. It's like they know. All right. All right, got the announcement up. Are we all good? Everybody can see we're live? Don't worry, Sonic, if you can hear me. You haven't missed a thing. Literally. Beer. Beer good.
It's good and stuff.
Until you barf.
I really have a beer. Well, everything's bad if you barf.
Yeah.
Name one thing that's good when you barf. I mean, really. Okay.
You don't got a upset tummy anymore.
Okay. In all seriousness,
That's good.
do we have? I can hear you fine. Thank you, Sonic.
That's
okay,
good.
there's our confirmation. All right,
Yeah.
everybody, we're gonna go ahead and start recording, and we're gonna try something a little bit different here. So I have no idea if this is going to work. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 554. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuits Main. And I am joined by a wonderful group of panelists here to bring you another haunting tale of Brony Show. We are joined, of course, by Deathlight Productions. DM21.
It's a spooky time of year.
Tech Stallion.
Got plenty of Halloween pictures here.
I noticed. Zombie Toa. Who's not-
I have more stuff for Halloween.
And ZZ Screw the Bot. Suki.
I need drink.
And of course, we are here to bring you the Brony community for this week. And this week, it's going to be a bit of a lighter one. We're going to be playing a little bit of catch up since last week we did a big event due to unfortunately losing our moderator to work. So we have about 2 weeks worth of news, videos, and such content. And along with that, over the weekend, I went to an anime convention, which was a great and wonderful, roaringly good time. However, because of that, I apparently exhausted myself more than I expected. And by the time I got home, I crashed for a few hours and barely even had time to make show notes, let alone get anything else set up. So we're going to be going back to a fun favorite of ours for downtime. And we're going to bring up Tabletop Simulator, and we're going to do a puzzle. And that is me choking on my own airwaves. So, in regards to that, we do want to give everybody the opportunity to make a contribution if they so choose. In this case, we don't have a Halloween picture lined up for this just yet. So what we're asking is for anybody out there who wants to throw a wonderful, fun little Halloween picture at us to put into the Tabletop Simulator puzzle, go ahead and get a copy of the image. If you're in a Discord, put it in our Picks and Gifts, which is currently being flooded by Tech Stallion. I think you can go ahead and relax on that a bit. Let other people get some breathing room in.
And remember, the best rule: don't have something that's more or less a similar shade to anything else on there.
Unless you really want to drive us crazy. But essentially, we're probably going to have time for one, maybe two puzzles, but we're going to aim for one at the least, for obvious reasons. And we'll pick the best one that we can find out of all the images presented, throw it into the puzzler, and have ourselves a fun little time so we can have a little downtime. But before we do all of that, I'm going to go ahead and start us all off with the normal warming up of our vocal cords, as well as talking a little bit about ourselves. And that is with a little bit of wub. So every week I ask all of you, what's up, bronies? I'm going to go ahead and jump into this right off the bat, though, just for fun. Because sorry, my brain just kind of snapped there for a second.
It happens, especially when I'm around.
It is, especially because of you. Anyway, so an anime convention. Yeah, I had a blast. It was actually a wonderfully good time. One of the fun things I did was I think we've discovered a new tradition, which is going to make my liver hate me.
More so than normal?
Yeah. Well, in this case, what happened is, as we were leaving, we decided we were going to check out a restaurant that I've been wanting to check out a couple of times since I found out it existed, and I found out it doesn't make coffee because it was called Rooster's Brewery. And for some weird reason, when I saw that, I initially thought it was a coffee house. Boy, was I wrong. But it is actually basically a restaurant bar that actually has its own microbrewery. It has its own line of brews and beers.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah, and here's the fun part.
Ooh.
Now you have to order food with it because it's Utah, but you can actually order a 24-ounce growler of whatever beer they have on tap. So we went over there. I had a wonderful double cheeseburger off of them and some great fries, and I got a 24-ounce growler of the current lager that they have because unfortunately they ran out of their Halloween pumpkin flavor, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, right now in my fridge I have a big glass growler full of beer. I'm not gonna get to it yet, but yeah, just the fact that this is a thing is hilarious. And it's actually reasonably priced too. For basically getting 8 cans worth of beer in a growler and the growler itself. So yeah, I may have discovered a new tradition. But yeah, along with that, the convention itself was pretty fun. You know, I got to check out some panels, got to check out some animes that I was interested in. Got a few things from both the secondhand sale as well as the vendor halls themselves. A few things I'm sure I can think of a couple of things I'm sure Suki would take particular interest in, but I'm not going to talk about it because they're not pony related. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and turn the rest of the time over to you guys. Do you have any other wub time for us?
Not much. Just trying to deal with life around here. I had my mother's birthday this past weekend. Mine was previous weekend, so that was a fun week in total. Yeah, just all the fun stuff in my neck of the woods.
You know, boring little me, doing nothing at all. Same thing day in, day out.
Yeah, you're just a boring
life,
old...
my good fellow.
Boring's
Yeah,
not bad. But yeah, you're hardly boring.
I got I noticed the camper was out of square, so I had to grab some ratchet straps in my Explorer to bring it back into square. And
Did you do the actual square ones that's on the rounded side, or?
I used my eye.
Okay. I'm sorry, they do have squared off things for the ratchets.
But yeah, so all I did was I grabbed some ratchet straps and my Explorer and then put into 4-wheel low and just drug the thing out. until it came back into square. Then I of course hammered it and all that other fun stuff that you do in frame straightening. It's still about a quarter inch off, but it's a lot better than it was when I first started. And then I almost popped my ankle out of place again. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Rough housing, like an idiot at work. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Okay. While looking for some Halloween pics, I just saw a pony sitting on a broom and my head went somewhere.
And then one of my friends over at, well, he doesn't work there anymore, but I keep in contact with him. We found out that there's a racing class for 2.3 liter engines, and we're like, hey, you know those Rangers that they made forever that have those engines with a 4 or 5 speed manual? We should get 2 of those and see about racing them. So, yeah, and they're cheap little things. You can buy them anywhere from like 500 up to 2,000 standardly. So cheap little pickups. They're fun.
Oh, sorry. I just realized I almost forgot something really important. Well, 2 things really, but one important thing. But anyway, did you have anything further at Deathlight?
I was in a drunk stream, but we can talk about that a little bit later when we.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, okay. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any pictures of either of these, but before I went to the convention, I did get the one of 2 the other plushie I was waiting for. I have the official Flufflepuff plush from U2's. The big old fluffy pony plush.
Does it love dancing on rainbows?
It can't even stand on its own reconnaissance. It's stuck in a sitting position. It's cute, but it's kind of funny in a weird way. It's like having a lump. It's like a fluffy lump. It's really amazing.
It's just there to be there.
It's there to be seen. It is adorable though. However, that's not the big thing I have. No, the other thing I'm going to start off with this convention that I go to every year for anime. It's right next to a couple of different stores and malls and things like that. And one particular store it's next to is a super Target. And in my infinite wisdom, the day before, I went onto their website and I searched up a quick little term. And they did happen to have a few available. So I ordered it and I picked it up when I was at the convention that on the day 1. This, of course, being a Pinkie Pie pumpkin decorator.
Well, there's already memes of it, and you can see it in bits and gifts.
Of course. And now I have the actual Pinkie Pie pumpkin decorator with pinky head, pinky legs, pinky paint, and no pumpkin. I'm honestly debating on 2 things. I could easily just get a real pumpkin, paint it, and let at it and get a picture of it. A horrible sick part of me is tempted to try to find a fake pumpkin that I can paint that's made out of styrofoam, so I could shove those arm pieces on there and keep it permanently as a decoration.
I'd say that's the better idea.
I've been tempted to get some skeletons and just have them permanently added to my truck.
But what about a pinky pumpkin?
I don't know yet.
Okay, now we got Toa flooding pics and gifts. Oh my god.
Don't blame me, you ass!
I did ask, but you gotta leave room for other people to try to get stuff in. Alright, anyway. So yes, Pinky Pumpkin. Hilariously horrible, but still funny. And they still got the leg on backward. Why can't anybody put the legs on right? I am losing my mind here.
I think that artist did it 100% on purpose.
I honestly wonder if they did. I actually do wonder.
Well, I mean, they were. I mean, it was modeled after a specific thing, so I think that's.
Yeah.
I think that they had to be accurate to the thing.
They might have.
Okay,
They might have been accurate to the
and-
thing just for the irony of it. I don't know. I really don't. It's starting to drive me
And
crazy.
second, what type of pumpkin you looking at? Are you looking for a more squat or a tall one?
Are you talking about real or artificial?
Artificial.
Dude, I'm just debating on doing it in general. I haven't even started the actual looking. I mean, for all, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just announcing I got a pumpkin now. Anyway, anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on before we go ahead and move on to the news?
Well, I finished Tears of the Kingdom last week.
Oh, nice. How was it?
It was awesome.
The glowing review, everybody. Actually, that is pretty much a good review. You know, it was awesome. I loved it. That's all
it
you
was
need.
pretty awesome. And like,
That's all you
I
need.
didn't do every single thing. There was some Misako's treasure missing. I didn't discover, but I thought, screw it. I'm gonna go forward.
I think
I not spend too much time on it because there's other games coming out, and I'm gonna be far too behind if I search all over for them.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, we got Mario Wonder coming out. We got the Mario RPG in next month.
Spider-Man's already out.
What about Spider-Man? Actually, no, I am excited for Spider-Man 2, but Spider-Man as well. But I honestly am
Also,
gonna wait for it to go.
Also,
on
correction.
sale.
Wonder is out.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't I say it was out? I said.
You said
you
You
said it
said
was
coming
coming.
out.
Oh, okay. Wonder is out. RPG is coming in next month. But yeah, no, I've also heard good things about Wonder as well. Yeah, this is the month. This is the year of too many hot games. It's a good thing, but it also is going to suck your life away.
Welcome to Broketober.
No, this is the I don't even the Decemberween, the broke Decemberween. See, it's several months of this crap, not even just Broketober. Anyway,
Okay,
well, I think we're getting off topic here. Anybody else have any other What's Up Bernie before we get to the news?
I'm trying to remember the clusterfuck song.
No news. News it is. Let's get on to the news. Actually, there is one big thing I need to announce because I also keep forgetting about this myself, and I really need to get this handled before my opportunity is up. So we're going how's that for ambiguous, right?
The clock is ticking.
Well, kind of, yes. So, to put it bluntly, we're going to start off with con news with the Ponyville Cider Fest, which is coming up in just a few short weeks. They actually started this while it was at the anime convention, so I was also on pins and needles in case they announced the bar trot, which I'm waiting for them to make the announcement so I can get my pass for the bar trot before they run out. Luckily, they haven't announced it yet. What they did announce, though, is they have announced the musicians and the their community guests. Unfortunately, I'm not invited yet, but one day, I'm sure I'll be there one day. They also announced Kelly Sheridan and Ellie Ray, but the one thing that they did announce that I didn't know that they were going to announce at all, and I'm kind of glad that they did, but now I got to do something about it, is they have also announced that the Scattered Pages 400-page book that is going to be inspiring the events of the entire convention that was going to be available only at the con store for a limited time is also now going to be sold for pre-order. So if you had any interest in the book, you can still buy, you can go and get pre-orders of the book, which it looks like you could do it for $25. Yeah, I definitely got to jump on this sucker. But yes, the big book, the con book, literal con book, is being made for pre-order, and I really wanted to make the announcement of this because the pre-order is only going to be available until the 29th, so the end of this week. And this is why I also said that I need to remember to put my money down on this because I want this book. So that I'm going to save the page for myself, but I just wanted to make a big shout out to everybody to let them know that that was going on as well. Now let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming conventions and all the fun jazz there. Yep. So starting off with, we got Ponyville Cider Fest. We got that coming up in 3 weeks and 3 days. And yep, there's also a reminder, if you haven't been able to tell already, I will be going to Ponyville Cider Fest this year, as I have been the last few years. And unfortunately, this also means that that weekend there will not be a normal show. I do not know at this time if Cold Dust or CMC or anybody else. No, CMC definitely won't be because he'll be at Cider Fest. But yes, the pre-show, the main show. I do not know if there will be any substitute show for the stream. I really should talk to Cold Dust about it. We probably, yeah, I'll have to talk to him about it and get something a little more specific in mind. But yeah, that's coming up in 3.5 weeks. I'm excited, especially since I actually have a chance to rest before I go to Cider Fest and get some money back. Along with that, the week after that is going to be Heart's 25th birthday party, which I have no idea why this is listed here, but I do got to give them credit. That's got to be one heck of a party if they're actually listing it in the PonyCon countdown. It looks like it's going to be a big concert, so we'll talk more about that when we get closer. And of course, nearing Christmas, we have Brave of the House of Bells, a big musical concert charity. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
And
also, we know of the New Year's Eve stuff that goes down every year, so who knows?
there'll probably be other smaller things announced, and we'll show them and talk about them as much as we can when they happen. But at least for the big events that are at least big enough to be worthy of the PonyCon countdown, those are the upcoming ones. Now, speaking of big worthy events, we also have word of the next of another convention that we've already talked about a lot. Yep, a lot of convention. Big convention news indeed. So much great. Here we go. Galacon. This is called not getting my tabs sorted. But again, I literally got this slapped together way late and I was half awake. Galacon is set to return once again in 2024 on the 27th of July. So if you were worried about a Galacon going away, it looks like Galacon is returning once again, triumphant, strong, and full of pony vigor.
As long as it's not salt and vinegar.
Well, I'm sure some people are salty, but I don't know why. But yes, you got to get your bazams ready, because Galacon will once again be at the usual location at Weiblingen. Who knows, maybe this year I'll be able to go. Not likely, but I might be able to. But probably not likely. Anyway, heads up for that one. Also, quick heads up, I believe the hotels for Everfree Northwest are also up if you are interested. I would recommend getting your hold on that as soon as possible. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the news proper. First off, we do have only 1 week instead of 2 weeks of history. This week of history is about the arrival of Luna as of season 2. So when we got the older, shinier mane Royal Canterlot voice Luna that we all now know and love, instead of the smaller one that everybody... the Wuna. We got Wuna instead of the Luna. But now we got the Luna. Wuna. However, we also had a lot of interesting leaks this week, including the fact that Alicorn Twilight was leaked by accident, but nobody believed it. Because we saw so many weird Chinese knockoffs and animation errors and things like that, we figured it was just a mistake. We did not know it was Twilight. It was an actual story beat until it actually happened.
Gotta love that retro stuff.
Yeah, hindsight is 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So check out the news. Check out the history. It is definitely a lot of fun. Now next, who wants? Now here's a funny thing. Now we all know that G4 and G5 are connected, mostly due to a small animation snippet at the start of the movie, and Twilight literally coming on to say, "Oh no, things are screwed up." Otherwise, we have not seen any evidence of anybody or anything else. Just those snippets. And a lot of us are wondering why. Well, we actually have an answer now. And admittedly, this is kind of makes G5 a little bit more interesting in so many weird ways. Because apparently Generation 4 content is still partly owned by Discovery Family. Which is why they probably haven't gone whole hog on it in G5.
What about your BS?
No,
It actually explains the wishy-washiness of the lore connecting to the G5.
It kind of does, yes. Admittedly, it is kind of, it does kind of feel like jerkiness, but it really isn't. It's just normal contract. It's the kind of stuff.
It was the same channel that was the hub, and now it's Discovery Family.
Yep. And it's just a standard contract. They probably didn't expect G4 to hit as big as it did. So, yeah,
At the time they made the contract, yeah.
Well, also at the time, Hasbro bought a majority of what it was Discovery Kids. That then turned into the Hub. Then Discovery bought back more than Hasbro, making it more Discovery Kids. It's fun corporate stuff.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about the fact
that's why this whole thing of they own part of it.
No, yes, and not exactly the discussion point. Anyway, so yep, Discovery Family at the moment owns a partial right to G4, which limits what Hasbro can do in regards to characters, as well as they would have to pay some royalties or some fees to Discovery Family to use G4 in some regards, which is why, again, there's been very limited use in regards to the G4 characters, and the fact that they tied G4 and G5 together like that is all the more interesting because they could have just not, and there wouldn't have been a problem. So why they did that is really weird.
They wanted to hype up the connection between the series because they thought it would get them more engagement, but instead it bit them in the butt.
No, it did give them engagement, but it also got a lot of people questioning what in the world happened. And the fact is, they probably can't delve too much into it. They probably could even have an entire lore reason of what happened between 4 and 5, but they won't be able to tell us for the longest time because of this. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, but it's funny.
They kind of shot themselves in the foot by not having free reign to do what they want with this show.
No,
it's how G5 is connected to G4, wishy-washy like.
Well, it's the weird thing. It's a shout out thing. They were just basically wanting to do the shout out and kind of ride on the coattails a little bit to get G5 a kickstart. But at the same time, they did it in a really bad way. I mean, it would have been funny as all out if they just made G4 a TV series in the G5 universe, and that would have been an easy sell-off, but no. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we just getting down to the
ponytails.
Anyway, just getting down to brass tacks in regards to this. This is kind of what happened. So G4 is partly owned by Discovery Family. That's why all we get is like little snippets of Twilight Sparkle, and not much else in regards to G5. And
Must have cost them a pretty penny to have those main 6 in the flashback in the movie.
That might have been that too. I don't know, or maybe they hadn't.
That or it was already.
Okay, we're going to move on at this point. Dear world, if I get interrupted, I'm muting somebody again. Now that the anger has subsided, let's go ahead and find something else to get angry with. Legend of Equestria has dropped a spooky fall update. So, of course, Legends of Equestria, the MMO, the Pony MMO that is still going quite strong, has updated once again for the holidays. This time they've included a Neric costume, a Kelpie costume, more NPCs, additional quests, and other fun things to have fun with the holiday, as well as fix a few glitches and problems, including increasing stack markers, numbers, experience for things, and fixing issues. Because if you run an MMO, you know that there's always going to be something that needs to be fixed. But yes, so if you love Legend of Equestria and you want an excuse to go back for the spooky month, now you have a perfectly wonderful reason to do so. Now let's go ahead and move on to games. So, who wants another Fallout Equestria game?
Actually, a good.
boy, another one?
Another one. Who wants another Fallout Equestria game? Come on.
Gee golly gosh, I am so ready for it. Let's hope this one gets completed.
Already.
Sad part is he's not wrong. I can actually count the number of Fallout Equestria games that have died in my hand, and I'd actually run out of fingers.
Yeah.
This actually looks like the old school Fallout, though.
So this one, okay. Let's see. This one, an interesting Fallout Equestria game called Megaspell is in the works. This is going to be a top-down shooter that currently they are planning a proper announcement for the game 2 days ago, apparently.
Okay. So it looks like it's top down, but it's not gonna be like a dice roll system like in the older games.
I don't think so. I think they said it's kind of top down twin stick like shooter system. So I think it's gonna be more like for lack of a better one right off the bat, Super Smash TV.
Oh, that
What that is?
that or I forget. Is it Fallout Brotherhood, or what was that actual action where it was?
We never talk about that.
You don't talk about it. There is no. What
Is
are you
it
talking
sort
about?
of in the vein of Moonlighter or Moonbringer, that indie game?
Hyperlight
That's top-down?
Drifter.
I
Is that
think
just going-
an actual visual demonstration would get people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is just top
Just
down.
as I thought.
Quick shoot. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like I'm looking right now to see if there's anything about a demo release or anything like that.
This actually might be one of the games that have it's definitely one of the games that have a higher chance of getting done. Just because they are going for a much simpler approach compared to like a lot of the others where they're just so overly ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But yep, so it
this
looks
is cool.
getting some quick information right off of the main video here. It does look like they have their own website, the megaspell.shimmermare.com website. So, yep, talks all about it. At least what information they have. So this is one way to follow. They also have their own Discord that they are going to be posting announcements on, and also GitHub. Wonder if that.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I would be more uh-ohing about the Unity that they have in there.
Well, it might have been so far along that they didn't want to scrap it.
I don't know. I'm just messing around anyway. But anyway, if you do want to get updates on it, I would recommend keeping an eye on their website and also going to their Discord by checking out the website as well. I am going to keep my tabs on it as well because I do hope that this happens. I want it to happen. This looks like amazing fun. And in fact, they did release a lot more information about this shooter, including the hard light shield spell, the special and skills, character editor, so you can get a good look at how you can change up your character, how the fog of war is going to work, weapon types, and of course a gameplay trailer. They've actually gone full on with how this game is going to be. So there's a lot of work that's been put onto it. It's not just like it's not just this random demo thing. I think there's a good opportunity of this actually happening.
Nice.
And kind of what I'm talking about with the top down, with the camera being up there like that, you can actually hide a lot of details that you can't otherwise. So there, you can actually really streamline the process of when you're making stuff. But yeah.
Yep. So, here's hoping that that goes well. We'll definitely keep our eyes and ears out and make announcements as we find out about them. Now here's something that some people might be interested in. I'm definitely hoping for the best. My Little Pony is once again up for nomination in the Toy Hall of Fame. We, of course, this is I feel the Trixie picture. I honestly feel this because this is this is not the first time.
The older you get, the more you're able to relate to stuff like this.
Yeah, but this is not the first time that this has happened, but I would like it to be the last because we would win. In fact, you can go and vote right now. But here we go. In fact, I think they may have a. Let's see. So here we have. They're doing the voting right now. It looks like it ends tomorrow. So if you're watching this live, now's your time. So it looks like the finalists they have for the Forgotten Five are Fisher Price Corn Poppers, My Little Pony, Pez Dispensers, Pogo Sticks, and Transformers.
Now, the issue is, we have to go up against our brother.
No, we don't. My Little Pony all the way. Screw you, Optimus.
Screw you,
So you
Primus.
told me you didn't cry when they killed him off in the movie.
Wait, he dies?
Wow! Wow, way to spoil a 30-year-old movie. Or
Wait, you're talking about the one by Mr. Explosions, right? The live action one?
No, the cartoon. Still, way to spoil it. Jeez.
This is where you just tell me to shut up and walk away.
No, honestly, I don't know who to tell to shut up. Let's move on. But yeah, actually, the funny thing is I do remember the corn popper. That is, honestly, I completely forgot that this was a thing. But I remember.
I'm so young, I never played with that.
You never played with the corn popper?
I played with that.
No. My favorite thing in the world was my bike, because it let me go anywhere I pleased.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I didn't actually have one at home. I think I played with it when I was over at a doctor's office or a daycare or something.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. The Pez dispenser, though.
Pez.
Here's the
A
one
toy?
thing.
I don't think that's a toy.
Somehow
Collectible.
it counts as a toy. It technically is considered a toy somehow.
Pogo stick, I've never even touched one in my life.
I don't think. Can you even find a pogo stick anymore?
You can.
Oh wait,
Or you can make one.
nah. I think you can still find pogo sticks. You know,
And
I
Transformers, I've never got a Transformer toy in my life either. So
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on from here. I made my vote. Here's hoping that My Little Pony does make it to make it through this time. And yes, I outsold Barbie. Take that, Barbie movie. You are not enough.
In a Barbie world.
You are not
My Little
enough.
Pony, but beyond the competition.
We're gonna move on now. Okay,
I was
so
about to say, second, what did Bobby do to you?
she wasn't enough. We're gonna move on.
She started out as sex toy, though.
Look, no, moving on.
She did not.
No,
Moving on.
actually, she didn't, but we're gonna move on.
Moving on.
So, here's a fun one. Now, what do you think would be the perfect comic to talk about for Halloween?
Christmas arc.
Nope. Why? It would be Valentine's Day.
Ah, of course, my second guess.
Yes. So,
In fairness, a lot of horror movies do have romance.
Oh no, it's Romeo
if
and
that's what
Juliet.
you want, if that's what you want to call, no.
I am looking forward to seeing all the family die.
No, it is.
That'll be
That is not
hilarious.
romance. Okay, we're moving on.
Don't make me bring up Krampus.
No, That is not a.
Pies will
Okay,
be
fair enough.
flown.
Anyways.
pies
So-
will be
Let's move
thrown.
on.
So, My Little Pony Classics Reimagined is bringing the next one out. Romeo and Juliet. Oh no.
They die at the end.
Suki, you want to take this one for me, or should I go ahead and do it?
You may be away from his computer.
Okay,
You can't-
probably all for the better. Okay, everybody. And anybody who interrupts me during this diatribe will get immediately muted. Romeo and Juliet. The wonderful story of a 17-year-old boy having an infatuation with a 13-year-old girl, sleeping together, in so much that there was actually child pornography laws lobbied against a movie creator from the 1970s, way after the fact, where eventually they both die after they only found out about each other and fell in love over a course of 3 days. And also their best friend died too. Enjoy, everybody. That's Shakespeare. I really.
That's a lot of
Wait a
it.
second, what is
That's a
age
lot
of
of nookie
consent
going
in
on
an
for 3
era that
days.
you die at 20?
They only died at 20 because they kept stabbing each other. But actually, I don't think they died at 20. No, they didn't die at 20. What the hell?
We all gone through the classes in our
We're gonna leave it
English
alone.
classes of the deep dive of Romeo and Juliet. We do not need to be reminded of that trauma.
Yeah, let's just be if you ever look into the real history, into the realness of Romeo and Juliet, you'll find out that it's probably the most dumb-ass love story in existence, and it's better that it's about the equivalent of a week-long fling in high school, but both people ended up dying. So yeah, it is a week-long fling in high school
Had
nowadays.
family feuds that caused.
Exactly, a
lot of
week.
bloodshed.
It is high school as it is now.
Yep, not much has changed.
Not much has changed. Okay, good and gone.
Except
So-
for the weapons we use.
We're moving on.
We're moving on.
So, description. In Fair Verponia, where we hang our streamers, two party planning businesses, both alike in silliness, reignite their ancient rivalry. A pair of star-crossed ponies, Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich, fall in love, causing the Capulets and Montagues to start polishing their sparkliest party cannons. It's up to the pair to help their companies find common ground before Princess Cadence bans them from ever partying again.
You know what?
Party
I applaud them
band.
for actually using Cadence instead of Celestia. Bravo!
Well, she is the
Oh, she
Princess of
booped
Love.
him. She booped him.
So, yes,
Well-
this is still going to follow along the wonderful lines that we have in regards to the Classics Reimagined, with all ponified up. And I'm pretty sure that this one isn't going to land somebody in horrible hot water at the end of the day.
Unless
Say,
they
just
by
this
chocolate
once.
counts.
Yeah.
Just this once.
You know what? No,
everybody
that would
lives.
be an awesome twist. DM had a very good point there.
No.
By chocolate.
It would probably be more like, you know, I could do better. I know I can, but I can't think. Instead, we're just going to go ahead and move on to this. The My Little Pony Tell Your Tale has been announced. In this case, they have announced that the Kenbucky Roller Derby will be the Tell Your Tale series of
Kenbucky.
comics. Kenbucky.
Bucky.
The Kenbucky Roller Derby. So yes, this is the one where we saw the art designs more akin to Tell Your Tale than Make Your Mark or just whatever the artist felt like. And it does look like a big old roller derby. Lace up your skates, every pony. We're heading to the Kenbucky Roller Derby. After getting rejected from the local roller derby team, Sunny sets out to form her own team. Thanks to self-appointed team manager Pip and her clip-trot sleuthing skills, they find the perfect pony to join them. Tracy Tailspin, retired derby legend. And she lives right in Maritime Bay. Tracy agrees to help in one condition. Sunny must complete a super challenging skating obstacle course. But with her sights set on the Kenbucky Roller Derby, nothing can stand in her way. So yeah, there's a new character they're bringing into this who is not on the cover at all.
For suspense.
But yes, how this comic will turn out, I do not know, but I am excited, and I am going to have to put the reservation down for this one, as well as the Romeo and Juliet, of course. Now, of course, speaking of comics, we also have the recent release of Black, White, and Blue. This, of course, is the comic where Misty somehow it transforms every pony in Equestria into a old black, white, and blue sitcom.
Big love me Lucy, but more blue.
But yes, this is Misty's first appearance, which also makes it more hilarious that she's got her old color style instead of the new one, which even shows up in this one. So yeah, it's just kind of funny.
She didn't
Playing
die.
with timelines.
Well, it could take place before
Yeah.
she had a change up.
Or you mean her glow up?
That too.
Sorry for being a little pronounced at that time.
Nah, it's alright. Anyway, it looks like a fun comic. I would recommend checking it out, especially if you have any interest. If you're not sure if you're interested, there is also a wonderful little preview of the comic, including this. I don't know why, but Opaline just feels fat here.
She gained some weight.
Misty, where's my double order chicken nuggies?
Now the 40-piece or the 80-piece?
Yes!
Hey.
Where's my
And it better be the
chocolate
limited
lava cake?
edition Dino Nuggies.
And it better come up with that Mulan sauce, this Szechuan sauce. The Szechuan sauce.
I started McDonald's when that was still a thing. That's how long I've been there.
Yeah, definitely worth a check out. I know I'm making fun of the art here. It's just Opaline just looks so fat somehow. Maybe the image is stretched. It might have just been a bad image capture here, and it'll look normal in the comic itself.
In widening.
In widening. Along with that, for another comic that has come out, we also have the second issue of the Unicorn of Odd. We really don't need to say much else. It's the Unicorn of Oz and ponies.
I love the third cover. That is fantastic.
Yep. Spike tries to get into acting once again. We all saw how that turned out with oh well, I guess we
Oh no, Trixie stole it all.
Trixie, damn you. We only wanted to entertain by using somebody else's material, not our own. Is that so wrong?
Also,
Yeah.
look at Rarity just freaking out over being the Tin's mayor.
All right. Now,
Plus,
next
Spike
topic.
likes Sarah and Tin.
All right, next topic here. I'm gonna close out our current windows because I don't know how many extra windows we might need compared to how this goes. And I am going to preface this right off the bat. This is a charged topic, and I will ask that you wait for me to provide proper, adequate pauses before interjecting on this, or else we will never get through this. So, and Coldust, I do apologize as well, but we do have to talk about this at some point. So, recently, Equestria Daily posted about the posting of AI art, fake artists, and of course the current generation of AI programming with DALL-E 3. Now, the big reason about this posting was due to the fact that with AI art programs coming out, they are becoming slightly more and more difficult to spot. While previously the images were smeared, there was easily extra tails and legs and things that could be identified with relatively ease. It has started to become harder and harder with how well that these things are starting to come out. Now, the big reason for this is basically Sophisto wanted to point out that he is doing everything he can to diligently look for AI art that is being posted in Equestria Daily being protested as real art. And unfortunately, because how well a lot of AI art programs are getting, the difficulty curve has increased quite a bit. And essentially, this was a little bit more explaining what is going on, how well and detailed it has gotten, and basically the difficulties behind it all. Now, the other thing that came out because of this is a lot of people asked, Sophisto, how do you tell then? There are still ways of telling. What are the best methods? So, of course, he went through that as well, explaining that a lot of things are basically more in the details of the art where you can tell what is wrong. Details such as the background. A lot of AI programs don't do backgrounds very well. Cutie marks are a huge problem. They don't ever seem to get them right. Sometimes you still get the random third leg or the wing out of place. Colors look wrong. Characters are the wrong type of species. Like you got the random horn here on what's obviously an Earth Concerto. Wingers. Basically, it's the minute details that's the problem, and unfortunately, even these might become harder and harder to spot as things progress. Now, the big reason I wanted to bring it up is I have actually been looking more into these art programs to see how they function, mostly just to get an idea of how they can be used as artist tools. And yeah, Begley is right. A lot of the time, a lot of AI programs have kind of their own art style, and I did mess with some art AI. Admittedly, it was a little fun to see what kind of crazy stuff I could come up with. At the same time, I found it surprisingly limited. I tried to get an AI program to create a ponified version of it's not Ray, it's a Rika of Rika from Phantasy Star 4, because I thought it'd be funny to see what that would be like and if it compared to one that I drew up myself. It couldn't do that. It literally, in fact, it refused to do that. I even tried to put in Rika, and it rejected the name outright, thinking it was some kind of slur or something. It was actually quite amazing. And I tried to do different video game characters ponified. It absolutely failed out. I also tried to do different video game characters in general, old school ones like the Amana Beast from Secret Amana, different Phantasy Star characters. The funny thing is I tried to do just a bunch of cyber pony things, just in the vein of Phantasy Star, just a weird medieval armor but with laser equipment. And that went amazingly wrong, and it had some really good ideas. It threw some really interesting things out, but 90% of them were Rainbow Dash for some reason. I didn't even have Rainbow Dash in the thing. Everything Rainbow Dash was weird. So, now, in regards to all of that, the one thing I did discover is getting AI art to work right is a beast in itself, because it feels more like you're trying to use programming language to get it to work rather than making a piece of art. It's still very logical in its thinking. And also because of that, a lot of the times when I wanted to try to get something very specific, I could not get exactly what I wanted. So, which gave me a lot of heart that I think that artists are still going to be pretty much okay, because it's really dumbass difficult to get an AI program to make what you want. And
yeah, the finer details of like cutie marks and other things you said, and things I'm thinking of it's pretty hard for AI art to do right now. And even if you wanted to take up AI arting, you have to learn how to do it in the first place, because it's
I'm not gonna
just drawing. It's just drawing. You have to learn how to do it through code and all this.
Essentially, but I'm not even going to call AI arting. I'm not. I refuse. That's a line I'm never going to cross because it's not.
Yeah.
It's coding. You're basically coding a computer to tell it to make an image, and that's it. That's not arting. It's coding. But how? Yes, it does make art, but I could also make a computer probably tell me how to make a beer recipe. It doesn't. Yeah. So here's some of my concerns on this. Honestly, I think AI. What I did find though is the things, images and stuff I was able to make. It gave me some great ideas for art I could make myself. And also the frustration that I had trying to make specific things just made me want to learn how to art more so I could actually make the damn thing I wanted to do in the first place.
And that's the real thing of AI art. It's meant to be inspirational, not replace it.
No, well, that's what a lot of people are trying to aim for. But the problem is that that's some of the AI creators out there are trying to replace it.
The sad thing is companies would want to use this because it cuts down on actually hiring people or just makes the workflow easier.
It does, but it does, and at the same time, if companies were really serious about some of this stuff, they're gonna find that it's not gonna work the way they want it to, and it's just gonna end up being a big waste of time. It's really the lazy companies that just don't care. Which, yeah, unfortunately, there's quite more than a few of them.
Also, we don't know how advanced this AI stuff will be in the future, so the sky's the limit at the moment.
Anyway, getting back on track here. My biggest concern is with all of this is ultimately, yeah, AIR is always going to be around. It looks like it's gone the way the stigma has gone the way, one of the best ways that we could have had it go, where it's basically considered about the same as taking somebody else's art and posting it as yourself. And nobody likes that. Nobody buys that. Nobody believes in that. And those people end up getting completely destroyed when they're discovered. So I don't think it's going to destroy legitimacy in real art at any point. I'm hoping that the technology, as it's progressing the AI, it also progresses the ability to detect the AI art as being AI art and basically label it as such. And I'm also very sure that the AI companies, the AI art companies that are making this stuff, are going to want to start watermarking this stuff and labeling it so as theirs, because they're going to be trying to make money off of this. And if people are ripping off their stuff for their own sake, they're not going to like it. And it's basically going to come down to greed, which I hate to admit it, but it's there. Greed, ownership, and genuineness. And that's just nothing and the AI art is going to essentially become one of those things where it's going to be a fun tool to get ideas. And hopefully that'll be ultimately the end of it. But we are going to be down a long road for a while because of that.
That's the thing. It's a tool, not a replacement.
That's the way it should be. It doesn't mean that people are going to treat it like that.
And remember, the earliest thing is the dumbest thing, because it will only get better from here.
That's not a good... How are you making it... What?
That is why we should be concerned.
Why are you making it sound like a good thing?
I know what
that sounds like a good thing. You don't know the context for that.
I know.
No, but I know how to mute you.
You're trying to get at, Toa. It just sounded, the way you said it just kind of sounded like you were rooting for it.
Ultimately, it kind of, yes, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to replace anything. And ultimately, I think the worst case, the worst case scenario that we have at this point. It's just that you're gonna get people that we're probably never gonna pay for artists to actually make anything anyway, using it to create stuff and then try to proclaim it as their own. But nobody is going to give it any seriousness, and any real avenues of trying to profit off of it are rapidly closing up, mostly because of copyright laws. Which, admittedly, as archaic as they are, I think they actually did us a solid in this case. Thank you, monkey with a camera. So anyway, anybody else want to throw in regards to this? outside of reiterating exactly what I just said. I do recommend reading both of the articles and information, just because it does contain a lot of info. There are some benefits to AIR. Just for the love of it all, if you're watching this podcast, do not post this as your own art. Use it for inspiration. Use it for ideas. Use it for fun. Use it for giggles. Don't claim it.
Don't claim it as your own, and don't try to make a profit off it.
Especially
We
the
saw
profit.
how NFT try to profit off of JPEGs turned out.
No, and this is not just a warning like it's unethical. It's bad. The moment you are discovered, you will be ostracized. You will be downcast. Worse. You could have worse happen to you. Just don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's like selling cigarettes to high schoolers. It will not end well.
There's already a couple of companies that tried using it and got slapped hard. I will not say who did what.
Wizards!
Because that's just another thing of drama entirely, so I think it'd be good to move on. So.
Yeah, at one point, some Hollywood, some companies in Hollywood were thinking about using it for writing.
Well, I think there was the concern about it, and that's why the whole strike thing happened, which I'm glad that did too.
I'm glad they did win, but for the actors, it's still going on a bit.
At the same time,
the actors have it a little bit more difficult.
The actors will take a little bit more time, but I think that'll go through as well, just because at the same time, the Uncanny Valley is just, when you don't get it right, it destroys a movie. But at the same time, for creators out there, don't be afraid to use it to get some ideas or get an idea of how something could look, and maybe inspire yourself to make something different and special. Because like I said, it gave me some amazingly interesting ideas for like cyber ponies, like Phantasy Star like ponies.
And like I have some friends that are actual artists that I commission a lot. Sometimes they actually go to the programs and type something in like Dark Back Alley just so they can get a perspective, so they can get an idea for what they want.
Yeah,
so.
you get that picture in your head, and you can start working with it and make it something of your own. That is how art works. You get ideas and inspiration from everything all around you, and then create it in your own way. Art is just taking what you have and putting your own interpretation on it.
Art is the filter in which someone has seen the world.
Art is an expression of yourself and your feelings and what you want to get across to people.
Anyway, I think that's enough of that.
Circuit, can I just add one? Can I just add one word to this argument?
Yeah, please.
Art.
There we go. That's a great way to go out. Let's get out of here. Let's get into something more nice and fun. Here's something fun. Emo ponies.
Emo ponies.
Okay, this one's hilarious. Actually, it's actually hilarious. This is hilarious on so many levels. So, Gameloft has released the Magic Princess game update for the 11th anniversary and Nightmare Night. So, we're gonna just skip what exactly they added, and we're just gonna go right to the image here.
I'm still not reinstalling your game.
No, I'm not either. But the fact is, I know where these ponies are from.
Never got into it. Never will.
No. I know where these ponies are from. That's the crazy thing.
Okay.
From the internet.
No. There's a history here. There's a history. Hold on. We need to allow somebody an opportunity to come in here and prove their awesome pony knowledge lore.
CMC.
Coal Dust, CMC. If you're out there and you haven't decided that I'm a betrayer of some sort, I beseech you, come down.
Maple syrup trains.
You guys do know you can just see
Venison jerky.
Hello.
So, Cole, do you want to carry on?
Coal Dust, do you know where these ponies are from?
The outfits.
The outfits. The outfits are the key.
I know, but second wants to have fun with this.
Yes, I do. So let somebody else talk for once.
Aren't those from the Hot Topic
Yes.
toy range? Okay.
Not
I remember
exactly.
the Celestia outfit.
Not exactly, but
Pony
you're
Mania.
close.
That's what it was called. Pony Mania.
Yes.
Oh.
They're from the
I-
Pony Mania toys back on
I
Toys R Us in 2014.
I have the
Toys R
Pony
Us. I thought
Mania.
that was a Hot Topic line.
No, they made
2014. Holy crap!
no, they actually made the Hot Topic thing was an artist joke about that a bunch of them rolling up in a car and be like, "Get in, nerd, we're going to Hot Topic," and they're dressed up like that.
I've
I
been to a Hot
legit-
Topic in 2014. I would have seen these if I was in there.
I legitimately 100% forgot that these were at Toys R Us. That's right. I have the photo finish one.
Yeah, I still have all of the figures myself. It's still boxed and everything. But here's a really fun thing. So somebody actually saw these images and they're just like, "Oh, we're running with this thing." So and I actually love this artist. This
More
is
shelf life to our
Inky.
mobile game.
Inky from Inky Studios has actually started to run with this.
Nice. I've actually seen quite a few artists doing stuff with them recently.
Yeah.
I think. Oh gosh. I'd have to look back in my Blue Sky likes, but I think I've seen quite a few.
Oh yeah.
Rainbow, you heathen.
But
Your
yes,
boots aren't laced up. Do you know how bad your heel slip is?
but yeah, the funny thing about this is I do admit the mobile game did knock it up a notch because Luna didn't have a design, and I'm pretty sure
Well,
one of
she's
the other.
fault.
Well, no, I mean, and Applejack also didn't have a design, and yeah, here she
Okay, that
is.
was clever.
And of course, everybody else also, boots, leggings, some scarf.
For a moment, Circuit, I thought you were gonna say Monster High.
No.
I appreciate the fact that this means that there are not one, not two, but 3 different versions of Goth Fluttershy.
Oh my God, there
Yes,
is.
Fluttershy
Actually,
looks the
no,
best.
4 if you include Equestria Girls.
Oh, you're right.
That is awesome.
Why are there so many versions of Goth Fluttershy?
Because
An outfit.
Fluttershy is
She's
freaking awesome.
awesome.
An outfit for almost every day of the week.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Rarity got her into it. Well, not the golf part, but the Rarity.
Fluttershy found found her true calling.
Are you about to say she found a new furry?
Oh, Angel's gonna be so upset.
She did become a bat pony, so there you go.
In the cop. Oh yeah, in bats. Yeah.
I guess if you want to include the bat pony outfit, that's another one, but that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Yeah, that was a
That's
stretch.
more transformation.
Anyways.
Anyway,
Either
so-
way, Fluttershy is a goth queen. She's great. Yes.
So yeah,
Oh yeah, they
My
called the-
Little
the
Pony
band
mobile
Skull
game has
Crushers.
goth versions. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this right here. Spoiler tag.
Oh no, the spoilers.
The spoilers. Now, a new toy set has been revealed.
Oh, a whoa. Toys?
It's related to the episode that we
Yo.
skipped for Tell You Tale.
Yes, the character that we shouldn't know exists yet for until season 6, or the series 6 for the generation for
Is
Make
that
and Mark.
Sparky or a different dragon?
It's Sparky.
It's the character that I keep seeing in fan art. Hell
Yep.
the fuck yeah.
But yes,
So that means there's more dragons.
and we actually got dragon figures
Ooh,
for
she's
once
a
instead of
pretty
just
dragon.
Sparky, Sparkeroni, and Spike. And also
That's right.
that weird baby figure we never talk about.
I mean, I guess we did have more
I'm
dragon
kinda upset
figures.
We never got a smolder thing.
We got a did we ever get a figure of what was her face?
Ocellus?
No, dragon.
Oh,
Ember?
Ember, Princess Ember.
Yes, Ember, Princess Ember. Did we
Nope.
get her?
Mm.
No.
I don't think
Really?
I'm
Yep.
double checking just to be sure. Oh wow, that's
No,
a
we
lot of
didn't.
plushies. But no,
Oh, we did get a lot of artwork of her.
we got a lot of everything of her, but no actual official figures.
Maybe they were
Huh.
just too scared. Oh, she's too much an anthropomorphic figure that we can't sell this.
You're probably not wrong considering that all the dragons are now 4-legged.
I gotta be honest with you. I think probably the bigger reason is like it's easier to make more pony figures than it is to make a bunch of dragons. Like
Yeah.
Actually,
in
that
terms
makes
of like
sense.
production logistics, Like, yeah.
No,
Especially
that I
G4
can
dragons.
totally see pot swap happening.
But yes,
Especially G4 dragons.
but yes, this figure is due to come out, if it hasn't already, with of course Sunny Star Scout and a Sparkeroni that you can flush down the toilet. It's nice and small enough to get rid of.
Glow in the dark, yes.
Yeah, and it looks like the price will be about $20, and it is not due for delivery until mid-November. Once again, the Make Your Mark quote unquote current finale or the last series should be in December, if I recall.
I am so glad that Sparky Sparkeroni has become radioactive.
I love it.
That can't be good.
He's gonna die from radioactive poison, radio poisoning.
But you know how he runs around. He's going to infect the entire town.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I just had a very bad thought.
Sorry.
Imagine dragons. He's radioactive.
Well, they better flush him down the toilet then. See, easy way to get rid of it. All right. Anyway,
You know, I thought
so
the music joke would have hit better there.
so
but oh well.
yep, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of the spoilery figures now, and we're gonna get rid of the spoiler tag. Welcome back, those of you who skipped everything until the spoiler tag was removed. Yeah. Did anyone want the toys of Jerk? Yes, I want the Jerk toys. That way I could beat them up. Anyway, really
Flushing
quick.
money down the toilet.
Now, since time is really running away from us fast, we're going to go quickly through this next one. New York Comic Con. There was a little bit of coverage on Equestria Daily, of course, just showing a little bit of... Wow, they had a whole thing for Star Trek and Paramount Plus.
Not surprising.
But yeah, the bunch of
know-
images taught... that's kind of spoilerish, even though I think everybody has seen that if you're even close to anime. Look, there's our pony. My little pony, my little pony.
Okay, that Godzilla is supposed to look like badass and everything, but to me, it's just he's just looking at us going, "Hi, everybody."
Actually, it looks more like, I stepped on your Lego.
No.
Why was
it's
that
more
Lego
like-
there?
You know when somebody sees you and they say smile for the camera and you have to quickly turn around.
Oh God!
Lego by Ego.
All right.
All right. Well, now that we've thoroughly knocked that down a notch. But yeah, it looks like IDW had a smaller booth, but they still had one nonetheless. And of course, Pony Comics Ahoy.
Nice, nice.
And of course, day 2, it looks like they said hi to Tom Zahler. Oh, look, you got a nice little moss pony in there somewhere.
Oh,
Sarah Richard, I believe, was also a writer.
yep, an artist, I think.
Another artist. I mean, you got the
Dragon Main 6.
got the little doodles there.
No,
with
that
the-
is Raptor.
Oh, Raptors. Okay, I thought I saw wings. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a spiral right behind him.
So many artists, and of course, a random claw machine bubble tea store.
Eevee.
Hey,
Oh,
French Fry
Pikachu wearing
Kirby.
Eevee hoodie.
No, you got French Fry Kirby, man. Kirby spoiled a McDonald's employee.
He did not agree with me. I was spat back up.
He
Would you
swal-
like fries with that?
You know, I'm gonna
Boyle?
say he swallowed a Burger King employee then, because I don't want to go with that. No. All right. You know, we
Well,
probably
the
should have
red
shouted
McDonald's.
this out. We should have shouted this out right at the top of the show, but I'm gonna do it now anyway. Happy 13 years of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, everybody.
Hell
Happy
yeah.
Anniversary,
We've been around.
G4.
We're now teenagers in
Anymore.
this fandom.
No, we're tweens. We're tweens. Now we can get angry at our adults and then try to sneak liquor from their liquor cabinet.
Wait, wasn't that like over a week ago? Cuz like that would have been on the 10th.
You're absolutely right,
yeah.
but
we did the zombie thing.
you're right, but
You
we
were on
were
a
doing
train.
zombie plushie hunting because
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah. Side note, I reached my pony anniversary. I've been watching ponies for 12 years.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Wow.
Congratulations.
12 years too, brother.
I don't want to think about my anniversary because I'm pretty sure it's coming up in a few weeks and it'll be 13 too.
Hell
The anniversary when I
yeah.
started editing stuff is actually on the 26th of this month.
Ooh, wow.
Oh,
It's been almost 12 years!
No!
I always love this D&D picture.
It's fantastic. I
Yeah.
love it.
You think
It
that
is the indie
you know
picture.
one of the best part about this picture?
What's that?
I Traveling Pony Museum actually has this available. I got it on a giant blanket, a fuzzy
I
giant
think Luna
blanket.
is the
Oh, that's
dungeon
awesome.
master.
It is
'cause
awesome.
She's the only one not just scampering over her character card.
This image reminds me of one other thing where Twilight and Pinkie Pie are having to do taxes, and Pinkie was trying to play it like a D&D game. Though I do like
yeah.
She committed
Taxes are
tax
D&D
evasion.
game. It's a terrible D&D game.
Actually, it's funny because you could do an evasion roll.
Don't
There's-
Unfortunately, you would have to then try and keep your sneak high and not be caught.
I'm sorry, to get that evasion to pass, you need a 100 on the die.
And
Save and
unfortunately,
roll,
being
save
rich
and roll, save and roll.
and being rich might not exactly exclude you anymore.
No, save and throw, save and throw, save and throw.
Anyway, so yep, happy anniversary, everybody. We've been here in this fandom way too long,
boy.
but we're still gonna stick around. Anyway, Fluttershy Friday Night Funkin' demo has been released. It looks like Tridashi is doing more Friday Night Funkin' or just played the demo of it. I'm not sure which. I think Tridashi is involved in some way because the
No, I'm pretty sure Tridashi was making the sound
yeah.
parts of
I
it.
swear, like every time we
If
hear
not
about
even
something
the full
happening
mapping.
in the fandom, Tridashi is a part of it somewhere.
Mostly neutral, but yeah.
It's like they got a finger in every pie. It's incredible.
And yes, there are little scenes.
That will hopefully be fully
I
animated
don't
when this
understand
comes
the
out.
story of it yet. But then again, this is just a demo.
Also, it's Friday Night Funkin'. It's not overly complicated on story.
But
You
yes,
say that.
Girlfriend
But
is
I've
now.
seen how far some mods go into things.
But yeah, everybody, girlfriend is now a pony, which makes her 20% hotter.
Are you
Because
sure she's
a
not
mare.
burnt? She is incredibly
she is mare.
red.
She's ripe for your pleasure.
What? No,
Okay,
what?
little
And
too
we're
far,
moving
man.
on.
No,
Little too
no,
Little
no.
too far.
Anyway, the fun thing about this particular thing is, as you go further, it actually gets a lot more animated and moving along with things.
Yeah, I
That's
just
fun.
realized how far I went with that after I said
Yeah, so we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like this is going to be a lot of fun, and right now it's just in the demo stages, but it already looks like they got the initial song portions done, so they're probably just needing to do the animation, tighten things up. I wouldn't be surprised if this got released in a month.
Gotta tighten up the graphics on level 3.
Oh, that's painful but fun. So, who wanted to have an entire paper pony choir sing songs for you for an hour?
You know what? Why not at this point?
Well, okay then. So, yep, it looks like during Mayor Fair they had a concert visual that went on for one of their sets. This was a 54-minute long concert where they had different songs going on. A lot of different songs and things going on, and throughout the entire thing, paper ponies were dancing around and playing the songs. It's actually an amazing visual treat. I 100% recommend checking it out. Because I have never seen anything like this, and this is just amazing.
That must have took forever.
I can only imagine.
Well, bright side is it's not hard to get them animated, but it's more of just getting them to be in sync.
Well, there's still an art to animating stiff images, and especially when they're not entirely stiff, because you can actually see their mouth moving here and there.
Yeah, it's like I've seen them blink, drum, and all this other stuff. I'm like, no, that takes a little bit extra here.
No, I didn't say it.
Oh, hey,
was
look!
a-
You even got
Hey.
yeah.
Yes, there is a song specifically from that style.
So yeah,
Oh,
I
really.
think it is
I've
sinking
seen that.
ships that is
Yeah.
being done there.
So honestly, 100% really check it out. It is absolutely worth it.
I honestly, every time I hear good stuff about Mayfair, I'm like,
We're
No,
gonna move on.
that's
We're gonna move on. because now we have the final bit of news. Hooray! We finally reached the end. Equestria at War, the Kirin update, also has its own soundtrack, and they released the soundtrack for you for free on YouTube.
I hear a happy commander
There's
somewhere.
a lot of music in the game that if you want to listen to anything particular, you have to go into the the audio player and specifically say, yeah, let's go for this, this, and this. And if you've got a mod list as large as commanders, you keep finding, oh, wait a minute, I'm hearing nothing. Let's turn off that mod, playlist file because it no longer exists on the workshop.
That sucks.
And boy, there's so much music. This guy makes a lot of music, and definitely interesting.
Oh, this guy's done a lot of the stuff. I'm recognizing a lot of those images.
Yeah.
So this prize probably been with Hearts Iron, Equestria War for a good long while.
Yeah, I'd say take a look at the artists in general, but yeah, if you want to hear a lot of the music, including The Way of Fire and looks like other things.
Spark music, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they need a little more love. I don't think they've been announced as much as you would want them to be, you know? Anyway, with that is it for the news. Congratulations, everybody. We made it.
And there is much
Did we, though?
rejoicing.
Now it's time to go on to the content creation. Oh, be afraid. Be very afraid. Okay, so we're going to start off with our challenge of the week. And our challenge of the week was everybody gets one. This was, of course, a challenge of 2 weeks because we had to update it to go for 2 weeks instead of 1. But we also had a protest initiative challenge.
I believe it was just to do to do some prompts from the, yeah.
Yep, do some prompts. Which, luckily for me, I've been able to keep on top of, even though I actually had a bit of a slowdown. One day! Just one day.
I've been able to keep up with my prompts as well, but it's been posting them that I haven't had time for.
Alright, and of course, we're going to keep with our limit of 2 to 3 if you're doing the prompts, especially if you're doing them every day. So we're going to start off I'm going to start off with my 3, starting with also including the everybody gets one. And I will tell you, finding a reference image of Spider-Mare, very interesting. Because it's like half of the images are either Pinkie Pie or Rainbow Dash with obvious mane and tail poking out. Half of them are just basically Spider-Man in a pony costume. You don't even have a tail outset, so it's just basically like a bodysuit with no tail, which I have no idea how that would even work. So I kind of adapted a Spider-Man costume to have a tail slot, but obviously not the mane. So yeah, there it is. Circuit, Mane, and Spider-Mare.
Swinging from a web. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Honestly, this was kind of fun to make. I ended up doing multiple layers for both Circuit and the carried position, Spider-Mare themselves. So I really wish I could have made it look more like they were swinging rather than just kind of hanging there. So, but, you know, I was adapting a lot of things to that, so. Then, one other one I did I was especially proud of because I just kind of went a little nuts was Retro. Twilight Sparkle in a let's just face it, it's basically one of those not spa outfits.
Jazzercise would be the correct terminology.
Not jazzercise, no. It was basically just like workout outfit, an 80s workout outfit.
Jazzercise came later.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this one was especially nuts for me. Just because I just went nuts on the hair, and essentially I was just like, you know what, who should I put in like this? You know what, I'll put in Twilight Sparkle. Literally no plans. I just slapped it all together and just kind of went with it.
Okay, well, actually, it's actually simpler than you think. Literally just a leotard and leggings.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's leotard and leggings. They were usually used for workouts in the 80s. The sunglasses were a little bit harder to find a reference for. You type in 80s sunglasses, you're thinking you're going to find something freaky. They were surprisingly normal outside of the weird blinder shades.
Yeah, like the biggest one were the blinders, but that was it.
Yeah, I ended up finding some interesting ones that kind of did this weird rainbow thing, so I kind of went with it. And this one, I'm surprised. This one I actually made today. And this one I'm especially proud of because I realized why in the world I have been making my life so difficult with making art.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. I've always had the hardest I had an easy time when I'm just drawing on pencil and paper and drawing an image, while when I'm trying to do it on a tablet, I seem to struggle like hell. And I think I finally discovered why. When I was drawing this, the head here was like 2 times as big. And while I was sitting there and I'm deleting it, I'm just like, how in the hell did I get this head so big? And then it finally clicked on me. When I'm actually when I got the initial outline, that's fine and fair, and then I zoom in.
Oh.
I zoom in and that's when I start working on the eyes, the ears, the mouth. I actually reshape the head to make it more roundish. And unfortunately, because I'm zooming in, I'm only focusing. Essentially, I'm like here. I'm focusing on the head. I'm getting all of the details here. But I'm not looking at what the head looks like compared to everything else. So by the time I look at everything else, the body is too small. The legs are stumpy or too long or they're short or they're crookedly weird. And it just finally dawned on me. It's like, I'm making this so much harder on me than I had to.
You should have gone for the head.
So I realized that I kept myself zoomed out while I actually finished off the rest of the body. And the legs actually look proportionally right. The body looks proportionally right. The tail fin could have used some work, I admit. That one kind of feels a little weird there. Yeah, that's what killed me. And I even practiced on it with the other one that I did today. Granted, I drew this one in about an hour and change. But yeah, I had a bit of an easier time with this altogether because I kept everything in sight when I was actually making the general idea of the look. So I think I finally found a crossroads on my art, on my art practice. And I hate myself that it took me this long.
Sometimes you can be told something, but you don't ever really think about it until you get your head beaten in by it.
Yeah, fair enough. By the way, points to anybody who gets the reference.
Meow.
All right. Anyway,
DM.
Yeah, the
so that was
off.
Those are my shenanigans. Let's go ahead and show off everybody else's wonderful creations that they made throughout the 2 weeks. And we actually did get quite a few.
Stop it.
Wow.
Cat says no.
Yeah.
Cat says, screw you. I'll meow what I want. Wow. Do we need to give you a minute, Ann? You good?
That's a yes.
Alright.
Anyway.
Alright, sorry everybody. Give me a second. I'm literally scrolling all the way up to see where we left off in regards to the art.
It would be day 10.
Yeah, I got that. Well, not exactly day 10. Let's start off Brainstorm, who brought in Sally.
Yes. Look at that fluffy friend.
Yep. Of course, Sally, a protogen. from the furry community. But like we said, it doesn't matter if it's pony or whatever art. We will showcase any and all art that it's in our content creation, as long as it's within our actual age restrictions and such.
And I think this is another one of their characters.
Yep. And it's a fun little protogen, though. A little bit of a belly there. Hopefully not too much more, or else they're not going to be able to fit in their protogen equipment.
It's fine.
Yeah, I saw that, Kasukai. Don't worry, I will get to that.
Yes, the Tom.
Yes,
Tum
exactly.
tum. Okay.
Just more to hug you with. It's fine.
And from Deathlight, we have an older Bailey.
Oh yeah, and the artist that first actually made Bailey for me, and then his aged up version. I love it when an artist absolutely loves a character because she wants more. She wants more Bailey.
Hey,
Yeah,
this one's aged up, so you can go ahead and do the shipping now with her.
Exactly, it's fine.
See, even the owner agrees. Granted, I'd be careful. She probably bites.
Oh,
A
she
lot.
does.
Of course, we also have to do the
She
cute
most
one.
definitely
So
bites.
here's Dino Nuggies.
Oh, Dino Crackers.
Dino Crackers.
Gotta get the last cracker.
Gotta get the large crack.
Just remember who you're dating, folks.
And next thing you know, going to be running around like a cat with the box stuck on their head.
yes, exactly.
And next we have Willow from Brainstorm as well. Looks like another OC character that they've been working on. And I think they posted the 2 reference images that they used to create the Willow. I'm not entirely sure. These were actually part of it.
a
Yes,
neat
that's the
OC.
same character. You can
Ah,
tell
yeah.
kind of the way the back legs just look like they come all the way up like stockings.
Yeah.
And one
Gotta
of the
love
other
it.
images is the sister.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Thank you for the references on that.
They were messaging me about that, trying to figure
Ah.
out, should they be sisters? How am I supposed to do this? And I was like, they have different senses of style,
Fashion.
and that is exactly what you get with sisters.
Yep. Willow.
Oh, yeah.
Willow looks like Well, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised to see her in a furry convention. While I wouldn't be surprised to see her in a fashion show or JCPenney. You heard me. No, I'm kidding.
In a JCPenney.
JCPenney. I feel terrible about that one.
I would
They
say
both
it's
Wow.
talk at a hot topic. Come on now.
Wow.
Look at those boots.
All right. Really quick, Kasukai threw this one up. Somber eyes on the soul. There's more to this. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Cool.
Don't worry, Kasukai. We'll get to the actual and other entry that you have there. And we also.
Oh,
have
yes.
this.
The
There's
drunk
Bonnie.
stream. The glory. Look at that stupid drunk chimera thinking that she's doing a headstand.
Yes.
Oh, thinking doing a headstand, not trying in an action pose, about to do a somersault.
Oh yeah, somersault. Somersault or headstand. Nothing else.
Why?
It's fine.
And
I
of
thought
course,
just silly upside down pone.
Yeah.
all right. And now to throw one out there from somebody who's a little more new, and I'm absolutely happy about this. Shayold posted this one for Everybody Gets One.
That's Shoal.
Shoal.
It's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
She's been on the pre-show before.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Give her my thanks. This is really awesome though.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it is.
great.
Yeah.
Shoal is great.
Looks like you.
Just saying.
Yeah, and it looks like Fluttershy's in your office, and if you don't only take one of the candies, she will beat you up. She'll spike your
She'll get you.
brownies. Yeah, she'll spike your brownies with laxatives.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely love it.
It's apparently actually based off of an image that is posted on the fridge at her work.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
nice. Now, Kelsakai, you're a horrible person.
I think they are a lovely person. Thank you very much.
No,
It's the
anybody
power
who
of the
likes
candy
candy
corn.
corn is horrible. Horrible.
Whack.
Circuit,
Yes.
fuck you.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay.
Sushi.
I said likes candy corn. I can tolerate it.
You kidding me? I would and I have gladly mixed candy corn and all the
Candy
other
corn
types
is
of
delicious.
candy.
Yeah, you know what? This proves that candy corn is literally the great divider of the world.
Like pineapple on pizza.
I actually tried to get a candy corn pizza for a Twiggy Pig, but they didn't have any this year.
Scandalous.
Anyway, here's another Deathlight.
Yeah, Bailey and her mom.
Yeah.
Cute little baby getting a
we
fly.
all know who the favorite daughter is.
Just ignore the name.
It's fine. What are you talking about?
All right, and for Toa, the one automatically that's getting picked is the obvious. Everybody gets one image.
And I combined it with today's prompt of impaled.
Honestly, I couldn't tell.
It's subtle.
I'm sorry, but if I'm going and dealing with more vampires, I need more than one stabby.
You do see there's 3 other stabbies on the side behind the sign.
I still need more.
I'm feeling called out all of a sudden. All right, Toa, pick 2 more for me to throw because
I will go with day 10 because it's a little bit of a comedy for me.
You had to pick one way up there, didn't you?
You did.
Yeah, but I was already up there. Now I have to go back. All right, this one is Hanahaki.
Basically, the flower disease that happens whenever you love somebody and you have unrequited love.
Wow, they're getting really weird with this Gortober stuff. Okay, and the last one?
Honestly, day 11 since you're already up there, because I said, you know what? They say insect. I'm going to draw the grossest common writer I know.
Well, you definitely did a good job of that.
And for anyone that want to ask, yes, this is actually based on something real. I toned it down.
And of course, we do have a story by Vaguely Creepy called Paper Shredder, and we will get to that.
Right.
We'll get to that in just a moment. Well, we're also going to hit up Kazakai, who threw up a news update for the Soul Calibur 6 Brony Show Season 2 universe. Taken from the files of the Point Spam Research Facility, please note that some of the corruption occurred during the file retrieval process. I want a status update. Research scientist. Savage Show has been completely scrapped. There's no way to rebuild them now. As expected, an acceptable loss. What about the construction of the Mach 2s? Research scientist 2. Buzz, Toa, and Crazy are ready for field testing, but Toa still requires more programming time. Then it shall receive it. Everything is going exactly as I've foreseen. Soon this world will be mine to reshape however I see fit. And I'll be able to bring her back.
Chaos Kai, you have me intrigued, and I already know of the sound wave connection.
So is Buzz Toa going to be like Buzz Beer or Buzz Cola?
Buzzsaw.
Buzzinga. All right. And with that, we'll get to the story by Vaguely Creepy. Paper Shredder. It's been a long time since we had a Vaguely Creepy story, so I'm excited to see what comes of this.
Just
And
how creepy is it? Is it suitable for audiences of our age?
All I know is I'm quickly double checking to make sure there isn't anything interesting on the right side there before we start reading. Because DeviantArt has caught me off guard before. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here.
I have already scrolled through this to figure out where I start.
Alright. Meanwhile, back at the library.
Like I said, let's chat, big guy.
Lowering his foreleg, Oak Timber took a deep breath and gave his leg a powerful flex, forcing every last thumbtack to pop out of his skin from the sheer pressure of his muscles, contracting. As the bits of metal went scattering all over the ground, he chuckled.
You're one dumb horse if you think you can take me all by yourself, Tidy. Be sure I'm listening.
No. You're going to be talking. And you're going to tell me everything about you and your friends and why you're trying to hurt us.
Crazy Matt said, unfazed by the display of brawn as his remaining tax floated back out of sight into his saddlebag.
Yeah? And how are you going to make me do that?
Oak asked, equally unfazed by his unfazedness. Oak's pink opponent stretched his neck a bit as he replied,
Well, I am a bouncer, so I kind of figured I'd bounce your head off the pavement until you tell me what I know.
Is that so?
Oak sneered. Crazy Matt simply nodded.
Yep, bouncer, law, making huge jerks go away is just, kind of my thing.
Oak let out another loud laugh.
And you're a mod. Oh, I'm terrified. You're gonna hit me with your bad hammer?
Crazy Matt shook his head at his saddlebag's flap flipped open magically.
No. I don't use a band hammer.
He drifted off while a lump of metal rose from the bag. It was long, oval-shaped, with fins at one end and a pointed spike at the other. Clearly far more dangerous than the children's toy that it, though some catastrophic lapse in judgment and product safety, was designed to be. As it spun in the air to point right at Oak, the magenta stallion fixed his opponent with the steely glare of someone who'd had quite enough of your nonsense for the day. Thank you very much.
The hell?
Oak half mumbled, bewildered.
I prefer lawn darts.
Crazy Matt finished, assuming a ready stance, waiting for Oak to make the first move. Seeing his opponent had drawn a proper weapon, Oak decided to waste no time and begin the fight. Shouting mightily, he brought his hoof down and through the paved ground the pair were standing on, sending rubble flying right at Crazy Matt from the force of the impact. At the long distance of the attack, Crazy Matt was able to easily avoid most of the debris, deflecting the rest with his own projectile. Using his own attack as cover, Oak charged, only to find Crazy Matt nimbly dodging to the side before directing his dart to stab right into Oak's leg. Crazy Matt felt a moment of triumph when the tip hit home, only for the feeling to immediately fade as it stopped barely even a quarter-inch into Oak's chest. With his raw strength, Oak had squeezed his muscles so tight that they effectively caught his dart. As Crazy Matt used his magic to wrench his weapon free of the sinewy prison, he and Oak began dancing around the square, ducking and weaving, charging and dodging, kicking and launching, breaking and stabbing, dosing and kicking. Despite his significantly smaller size, Crazy Matt seemed to be proving a match for Oak, but neither one of them were gaining the advantage as the fight wore on. Meanwhile, the two had become so engrossed in their battle that neither one had noticed a bookish older mayor come out of the library, watching them with a kind of severe displeasure only librarians and nosy grandmothers could properly express. Having had her fill of destruction and of being ignored, Velma turned with a huff and went inside, looking for the junk magazines. A moment later, she reemerged and chose to make her presence very known.
That is quite enough.
The fighting equines both stopped and turned just in time to see Velma leap into the air in a graceful, yet viciously fast spin before coming to a stop mid-air as her wings flared out, sending dozens of projectiles flying across the pavilion. They moved too fast to be identified, but whatever they were, they sliced through the air as easily as they sliced through the plants, the stones, and of primary concern for Oak, through his impenetrable muscle, leaving him with a number of shallow gashes across his legs and sides. My body is cringing because I can only assume what this is, and I do not like it. The only reason his face remained unscathed was because he raised his forelegs to shield it at the last second. This proved quite useful in allowing him to stare incredulously at the stern mare, now glaring them both down from atop the steps of the library's front door.
The hell was that?
Oak yelled, angry at having his fight interrupted. Velma met his gaze easily and sniffed.
Some time ago, very generous patron donated an ancient Nipponi manuscript. detailing an origami-based martial art. I was intrigued, so I've been pursuing it in my spare time.
Somewhere in the world, an anime watcher realized that this is read or die.
Origami based?
Crazy Matt
Martial
started.
art.
Oak finished. Tech.
Oh, what about the oak to look between the two adversaries?
But we're
That's before. That's
paragraph
the
before that.
Yep.
Sorry, I did not see the attribute. Can you zoom into that a little bit, Circuit?
Okay. Okay, sorry, that was dumb.
This is why I have it up on my own side.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't resist.
Anyway, oh, absolutely. Legend has it that the ancient masters could cleave through stone in a single strike with it.
The Pegasus explained before holding a wing menacingly. Torn sheets of the fortnightly ponderer nestled between the feathers.
Would you like to see what it can do? Tear your skull?
Oak looked between his two adversaries and the damage their respective weapons had caused while fighting him. He was big, and he was strong, but flesh and muscle can only do so much against that many blades. Analyzing his situation carefully, the large Earth pony came to a conclusion.
You both suck.
And with that, he turned and fled. Not having expected Oak to run, or the librarian to be some kind of paper-wielding ninja, Crazy Matt stood stunned for a moment before turning to the ladder.
Thanks for the help, Velma, and for not hitting me.
Everybody gets one, dear.
Oh, okay. Velma replied, nonchalantly dusting off the sleeve of her blouse.
You boys did help clean me up, after all. And so we're clear. I'm sure you could have handled him just fine. I just wanted to prevent any more damage to my library than was necessary.
Yeah, that's fair.
Crazy Matt shrugged. The librarian raised an eyebrow and nodded her head in the direction Oak had fled.
Well, aren't you going to chase him?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should. Thanks again for the help.
Crazy Matt called over his shoulder as he started off to either find Oak or find his friends, whichever came first.
Thank you for yours.
Velma shouted back, watching him go. Once he was out of sight, she spoke quietly to herself.
Nice boys. Absolute dorks, but nice. Cliff, Craig, unhitch Jimmy from the AV cart this instant.
The yell was not to herself, as she had turned back into the library to frustratingly deal with her employees' strange prospectory shenanigans.
Ugh, where did I put that pumpkin spice latte?
Haha.
Little did she
And,
know,
yeah,
she put it in the
according
pumpkin
to
spice
vaguely-
carrot cake.
According to vaguely, year and a half.
It's been a while. Yep, year and a half back when the chapter took a long time to be able to work with the weekly theme. Got something, let me use what I'm dreaming. Everybody gets one. Crazy may seem, I did intentionally try and finish it, but we'll see how it pounds out. Until then, enjoy. Also, friendly reminder, commissions. Yeah, commission vaguely. He's lovely. His art is good. His writing is fun. Yeah, he's a tour de force. If he knew how to make music, he wouldn't be unstoppable. Or does he know how to make music?
It's fun to see thoughts of how lawn darts do in hand-to-hand combat. I always think of them as I'm throwing it and you're at least 10 feet away kind of things.
Well, you also have magic, so that means you can throw it, catch it, throw it, catch it.
Pop it, twist it, pull it.
Guess what?
So,
We're gonna have to pick
are we
it.
Are we still doing the puzzle? Or
No, at this point, I think we're kind of out of time on the puzzle. By the time we even got the puzzle going, we'd be out of time. We'd have to get out of it.
next
But-
week?
Maybe we'll see what happens next week. I might actually have time to plan. But for now,
Oops. Yeah, Draconicus did put a thing in the chat earlier for this.
Yep. Saw it.
Did he?
A Night with Ember, G4 for the pick a wheel. DM.
Hmm?
What?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
posted a while
Oh,
back.
yeah. Yeah, Night with Ember G4.
Cole put in a good picture for the puzzle next week.
Was it in the content creation or somewhere else? Because I don't.
It
No, it was in the Twitch chat.
Humanity.
Twitch chat.
Oh,
Wait,
Or did you put it in
Chat.
voice text too? There you
He
go.
put it in voice
Twitch
text too.
chat, Twitch.
Okay.
All
Oh,
voice
I meant
on
no. Oh,
thing.
no. Okay. We're having 3 different conversations at the same time.
Yeah, he was talking about Vaguely's. Suki was talking about my suggestion.
And that
Oh.
got
oh! I didn't even start putting it in yet. Okay, so what was your suggestion again?
A Night with Ember G4.
Night with Ember. Okay. Well, I guess I would assume the G4 Ember, but I'll go ahead and make sure I put that in there. Butter. Just to check,
Madness.
vaguely, is something Halloweeny the actual prompt, or are you trying to think of something Halloweeny? And I got the madness. Crawling. Got it.
So I'm stretching a bit on this one, but I also just had stupid words going through my head. God damn it! I've turned off my keyboard. Hang on.
Why you keep taking it off? I don't cat.
Boopy, doopy.
What?
I had distracted one of them.
Oh, Snoopy.
Hey, we're more like 2 of them, but yeah.
Poopy, whoopy, poopy. Okay.
I just had stupid words going through my head, and I had to type them out.
Soapy?
Yeah, that did start spelled correctly, but then I decided to make it fit the theme. and then I made.
Is that third one supposed to be spooky, or is it just
No.
soapy?
No, Soupy. I went
Soup.
Soupy.
Okay.
Yeah, I just decided screw it. I'm not gonna spell it right. I'm just gonna make these just fit. And then eventually I made up words.
Hey, Draconic Wish, just a heads up, the TTX relay is just relaying things from the RSC to the Twitch. It's not an actual person.
Yeah. But he's responding to vaguely, so.
Oh, no, it's... Something went wrong there.
Yeah,
You
I
think so?
thought it would respond as the same because it's showing up in Twitch, but I guess not.
Oh,
No.
yeah, no.
Fair enough. All right,
Yeah, that-
fair enough. Oh, that's the big thing I forgot. You know what? While we wait for everybody other's entries, I forgot the one big thing that I was going to make on the well, technically it's show news, but it's actually really big news, and I'm happy news, and I've been freed. The shackles are finally off. Twitch recently announced at their TwitchCon that they're going to allow for simultaneous broadcasting on multiple platforms now, even if you are an affiliate status.
So I'm guessing you're going to get your personal channel so you can do both?
I can do both. I can affiliate status both our Twitch channel, our Brony Show channel, and my personal channel. We can actually have Brony Show smileys and a really big setup and really start to have fun with people with the show. And also with my own personal Twitch, I can start doing smileys and setups and soundboards and all sorts of fun things. The things I've been having to hold back on because I love our YouTube audience and I don't want to alienate you guys either. The bar has been lifted. The shackles released.
You just had a dangerous amount of art.
I've just opened up a dangerous new world. I admit it, and I'm very happy for it.
World.
But the best part about all of this is if we can actually, if the podcast does well, we can get the podcast going well enough. We can actually use the funds to really start working on the site and everything else for the show.
Oh god, that would be lovely.
I know, right?
I keep finding that it's chugging whenever I go to update this header.
I know. I really am. I feel bad about that. All right. Anybody else have any other entries before we go ahead and roll this? Everything on the picker wheel. Chaos, is that a what is what? Chaos Sakai, could you reiterate on that? Is everything on the picker wheel your actual selection or mine? Okay, everything on the picker wheel. Great. Chaos Sakai is basically just saying everything, including the sync.
But is that going to be everything that's currently on the picker wheel, or just the concept of everything on the picker wheel?
Yes.
You figure it out.
Ow!
Okay, if it comes to that, screenshot it.
No. It could be that it could just be an image of somebody holding up the pick or wheel, and it's literally just like you got little tiny slivers of literally everything. Actually, I can even make a joke about that now that I think about it. Just like circuit. It's like at the back of a bar, giant wheel with like so many different slivers. You can't even name it. It's like, okay, this is how we're gonna decide where we're going to eat.
Yes, vaguely. My brain meats hurts.
By the way, CMC, if you look at Ponies on the Lights, Spectrum has a thing for me because
Guess
of
what?
my impalement
Rolling.
post.
No! Oh!
How close is that sliver?
I don't know.
You
Okay.
were so close to true.
Oh
madness.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Wow. Circuit, that is literally a pixel.
I
That is
know.
literally a pixel.
Holy crap!
Oh wow. That really is madness right there.
Trying to hurt my brain chaos.
Oh no. Okay. So apparently
Madness.
oh wow.
Different kind of madness, but madness.
Absolutely delightful. All right, deep breath. Okay, so madness is next week's prompt. Called us.
Haunted.
Okay.
Haunted?
Haunted.
Should I leave the Ponytober prompts up on there as well?
You can.
Mm.
You can. Actually, go for the Ponytober prompts. Sure, why not? Yeah. We're still in October. Yeah.
All right. And just for everybody to know, I am and will be putting up the images and everything onto the show notes a little bit later. I can't do it right now because I literally have so many Chrome tabs open that it's actually no longer thumbnails. It's just a giant list of things, and it's just going to make my life horrible to try to get the links and put them in. So it will come a little bit later.
By the way, just because I am nice, there's that forever preserved.
God, I think I felt my heart stop for a second there. Oh. All right.
And then I'm just in the background having a laugh.
All right, so obviously we're going to go into our video segment. No puzzle this week, unfortunately. I didn't imagine it, but the news and everything did take along, but we did kind of have like a public service announcement in regards to AI art. So, fair enough. Seriously though, please don't post AI art as your own or try to sell it. That's the worst thing you could do. It makes you a trash human being.
Yeah. Instead make cursed movie posters.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. Actually, I've been enjoying those. I'm not gonna lie. They've been horrible, but they've been funny.
Oh, and what's that PMV that we're not? That's in the mission suggestion thing.
Oh, yes, of course. There was one I couldn't put in the show notes at all, in the show at all, just because it is a music video in all innocence. The Timber Worldwide PMV. You know what? I could do this real fast. I know I can do this.
Oh, it's that song. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
On
it
Yellow
is-
and Timber.
It is. Yeah, it is that song.
And Pitbull.
But there's a lot more to it. We're gonna quickly talk about this real fast. In the Fancy Business and Suggestions, we do have a PMV, first one that we've had in it since we've changed to the new format and how the show works. But yeah, the big reason that this is getting such a big shout out is it is a PMV World collab. This is
What does that mean?
several different creators. Draconite Official, Yeet Crom MLP, Little Shy Fam, Shy on Cruise, Cold Donner Stag, The Space Pony, Yeet Crump. Yeah, basically a lot of creators contributed parts to this PMV, and basically it is a big collaboration of a PMV. Done by
I've heard a
Studio
couple of those
Cinemagic.
names before. Because yeah, a bunch of those I think have either done anthology or the Doors stuff.
We're literally
All
about
the
to we're about to
collaboratory.
start our video segment with Little Shy. So yeah, you've heard about some of these. You may have not heard about others. This is so worth checking out. The animation is great. It's fun. The music, it
Wow.
syncs so well to the music. It is absolutely worth it. The only problem is it is a copyright bomb.
Yes.
So we can't actually play the video proper in the stream. It is in the show notes. Please, please, please check it out. Give it a thumbs up. I give it a thumbs up. Look at that. You got the thumbs up right here. It's got 194 thumbs up. And yeah, in the Brony community, that's big stuff. It's worth
Give
it.
it some
And
love.
3
Studio
thumbs down
Cinemagic
from Troll.
does great things.
Studio Cinemagic, they're pretty new. They're upcoming, but yeah, they're already coming out with some great stuff. Give them a lot more love. Give them some attention. Give them some thumbs up. Ooh, wow, they got a lot of stuff in here. I really got to check more of it. Anyway, yeah.
Well, and that's just the stuff they have posted on their YouTube, because they've been part of other collaboration stuff, I believe.
Yeah, they've definitely definitely have been part of it, and now they're basically doing their own stuff too. So it's their own collabs. And PMVs seem to be in such short supply. Granted, YouTube has kind of saw to that pretty easily, but we're not gonna knock on that. That's not our job here. Our job is just to enjoy the stuff that has come out.
Give
What?
love to the creators.
Yes, they absolutely need it. Every little bit helps.
Speaking of creators,
Yeah, Cinema
we have we have videos from other creators.
Yes, which we are only going to show a portion of because we want you to watch the full thing on the creator's channel and give them a thumbs up on the channel and subscribe to the creator on the channel. Hence. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with Little Shy's Cinemare Sins. With everything wrong with a royal problem.
Tell me everything. Start from after I hyperventilated and don't leave out any details. No. The map just called you for a reason because it's never called just one of us before.
Normally, the map focuses on friendship and sends 2 ponies to work together. But Starlight's purpose isn't one of friendship, it's of magical overpoweredness.
So, Starlight's basically a shit stirrer.
Something small. The royal hairdressers are fighting over a comb.
Twilight stumbles over her words to try not to insult Starlight, then proceeds to insult Starlight by implying the map only needs her for small things. A real problem is Equestria's royalty.
Yeah, you're not important.
You're not important enough for a big problem.
Starlight even enters implies she's spying on a whole lot of rooms, just in case. What does Twilight look like right now, anyway? Does she have a VR headset strapped to her face? Or is she just staring at a wall muttering to herself?
Well,
I like the wall.
I'll show you later.
Or not, considering we will never see this again. Maybe Twilight realized this is too much power even for Starlight. Twilight's left wing...
No, Starlight would
Twilight
abuse
saying
it
she
in the
can't
best
help
way
because of
possible.
Map reasons isn't much better than saying she can't help because of reasons. Where is the line drawn anyway? This is okay, but simply being here in person isn't? Starlight wasn't invited to the castle, yet here she is, having a fancy breakfast served to her by the ruler of the entire country. Playing dictator got her a rundown cottage in the middle of nowhere, but playing a friend to the princess of friendship nets great food and comfy beds to mooch. Lie down. It's time for our therapy session.
Tell me about your mother.
Oh my god, I cannot sit through that.
She teleports as soon as she leaves the frame. Luna wastes massive amounts of lavender every night when she really should just plant it here. Celestia fake
Why
lavender-
doesn't
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, that really is a good point.
Very good point.
Side-eye for the audience's benefit, because we all know this is what her view actually is. Starlight just pulled an as you know, even though we, the audience, know more than they do. These two are thousands of years old and rule all of Equestria. They should have an abundance of wisdom and grace. But no.
One's been stuck on the moon.
Children.
And the other one's been doing it for 1,000 years. I'm sure she's tired.
And basically been stuffing her face with cake.
So the moon would be visible on
That's a different kind of tired.
It takes a lot of magical ability to retcon a previous episode like that. Also, if you look closely, you'll notice that this part of the mark.
Actually, I did notice that. I thought they just did it because you wouldn't be able to see the freaking moon.
Spell lasts 24 hours.
What logic prevents this spell from being undone? And also, what binds a magic spell to a certain time period anyway? Is Starlight using some kind of encryption security?
CMC?
Does her spell
That one I'm
server
gonna leave
have
alone
a
just
key
because,
server?
yeah.
If Twilight were here, she could have easily hacked either.
I am more than capable of handling all of Celestia's
duties.
Luna thinks duties are funny. No, stop, Twinkle Shine.
Because
Only
it
the
was
highest
her
level unicorns are
duty.
supposed to self-levitate like that. Maybe Luna would have an easier time with these scissors if they weren't designed for fingers. Only the most
Why were they designed like
high
that?
society are capable of making a polite clapping sound using hooves. And yes, that includes the bread screaming mayor. Some pony took the time to Photoshop them standing in a different place after all. The full free press.
All right, pausing here. Unfortunately, sorry, you have to go and check. Great pause though. That's
Yep.
yeah. Please check out the
Full free
rest.
press goes everywhere.
All right, please go ahead and check it out. Anyway, now we're going to go with animation meme choice. By the way, there's blood.
Yeah, blood, flashing images. Twitter won't care unless you make the brother and sister date.
Mm-hmm.
But how about we show a bunch of eyes?
What the heck?
It's an animation meme of some
And
sort.
bonus point.
I don't know what it is,
Yep.
but I kind of want to know how to draw those eyes. They kind of look cool. And the ears. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much just that whole thing. I want to know how to draw.
Those
That's-
eyes
that was- that-
at the
that was
start
def-
there. That's so
I felt-
many hours of work.
So I was actually kind of digging the music. It was some pretty experimental synth stuff going on.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's almost like experimental synthwave kind of going on there.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it-
was nice.
I kind of got that, yeah. All right, Grimace Shake animation.
Oh no.
Man, this is old.
I'm not gonna drink it.
And this is from Cathode Ray.
No. Drink it. No. I want you to drink this. I'm not drinking it. Drink this right now. I'll pour it on the floor and I'll blame it on you. Oh yeah, real mature. I made this for you. Well, I'm not gonna drink it. I hate you. That's all I ever hear anymore. You drink this right now. Drink it. No. Yes. No. Yes. Please.
What?
And we're over
the-
halfway.
What?
Does she drink it? Does she drink it? What happens? You'll have to go tune in and see. Sorry, this is the torture I have to bring to everybody now because I want people to check out the wonderful creators. Where's the show notes? They should be in the backstage chat. I will be posting them at the end of the show in the Discord, in the chat as well. The chat, yeah. Machine gun. Another PMV, another MLP meme. Of course, this is from Billy as well, so it's Ooh, Procreate.
Oh.
Halfway point.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. It's just a machine gun meme. We've seen it a few times already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now we have.
Yeah, but these these action poses going on.
Oh yeah,
It's
no, they're
damn
good.
good.
They're good poses. I like them. But you know what? You're gonna love more. Baby Luna the Devourer.
Oh no.
The adorableness.
If you haven't seen this
Oh,
yet,
no.
how have you not seen this yet?
Luna, no! That's mine!
Double W is trying to kill us with cuteness.
Who ate my
Yes, they are.
spaghetti?
Celestia apparently made the best noodles in the world.
No, 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 no!
Also made one huge noodle apparently.
Exactly. That's gotta be the best.
She's hurting now.
For this, I'm going to banish you to the moon.
All right, perfect place to pause.
Oh.
Next
Really
you hear the
upper
Kirby,
frame.
sucky noise and she swallows her.
Yep, there's a lot more to it. You want to see how this ends? You're gonna have to watch the video. It's actually funny and cute, and probably gives us more baby characters to see in the future. And now, what did I learn all
Oh,
over
I
this
know
time?
I don't have a problem.
Double W did a lot of cute baby stuff.
Putting your introverted friend in the limelight could actually kill them. If you
follow your dreams, you'll end up at the black market.
Family Trees, Part 2.
Go back where you came from, I guess.
Father of the Bridal World.
Children grow up. Thought we covered this already.
Mace Melody.
Be
And we're
honest
past
with
half.
Yeah, we'll stop there. Okay. By the way, just to give it a heads up, I didn't mention the Tell Your Tale episode. I don't know why. I think I lost the link. But Tell Your Tale, it does not spoil the season 6. However, if you have not seen the, series 6, but if you haven't seen series 5 yet, massive spoilers. So make sure you watch to make your mark before you see the new Tell Your Tale.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week.
This entire set of Tell Your Tale feels like it's in the wrong position.
No, this next one is actually, it makes sense, all things considered.
It still feels a little too early in the cycle for what it does.
Fair enough. Moving on. Are you lost?
Oh no.
Why are we doing this? I did not want to feel today.
You bet you're gonna have the feels.
Because life sucks, you don't deserve happiness.
You're right, I am but a sad sack that has no love.
Wah, wah.
So she met her new mother.
I put the line in the door.
There we go. Early show notes, everybody. Congratulations. They're not exact.
Oh,
they're
no,
not entirely up
I
to
like
date, though.
Sonic stuff.
Oh.
And Trixie's.
Yeah, make sure you subtitle. Make sure you subtitle, or else you're not going to know what's going on.
Oh, there's supposed to be subtitles going on this whole thing?
Yeah.
Or just those.
Well, that
word
right
points?
there. Yeah, just right there. It was basically the whole thing from the episode. It was just at this point, it's still what happened in the episode.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And
Though
we don't
it has a lot more dramatic ending to it if you really look. However, how dramatic will that ending be?
You'll have to find out.
You'll have to find out on your own. Ooh,
Yep.
perfect pause.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
pretty frame of the
Manicore.
Chimera. Or yeah, Manicore.
Alright, so this is going to be the video that's going to wrap us up for the evening for the most part, because it's 37 minutes long.
What?
So,
Go, man.
there's a lot to it, but it is, it's, remember the tax season MLP episode that was created?
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one from the same creator.
Still don't have those animations, but hey.
No, that's the point. That's the best way for them to animate this and make it reasonable without it also getting copyright struck.
Dashy on a date.
Price of hugs set to soar? That doesn't make any sense. Hugs are free, dummy. They don't cost money.
That depends how cheap is your date.
Raw materials.
Yeah. I've seen some really cheap dates.
Sheets wool in Equestria? That doesn't make any sense either. I got all the raw materials to build a super quality happy hug right here. 2 comfy cuddly legs, 1 fuzzly nuzzly muzzle, and a super soft snuggly tummy. And I can't see any of them just running out.
Is hugs a term for like a piece of clothing in like another somewhere that I'm not aware of?
He's gonna say, "Give me 50 bits."
Dummy, I love you too. And you're right. I still got all my ingredients left over.
I know hoodies get called weird names in different places.
Let's see. Well, apparently
I
they're.
think they're called bunny hugs in Canada?
I'm not sure. There's a
Certain
brand
places.
called Hug apparently.
No pony's coming to demand payment. That must mean that whatever hug payment program the paper was predicting is still in complete production and not yet presently prescribed.
Dear God, the tongue twister.
But it will be. It's a daily newspaper, so if the newspaper is reporting today, that must mean that whatever new paper hub policy it pretended must pioneer tomorrow.
Okay, so the only hugs that I'm getting
I
are
have to find all
food
my friends today
or
and give
blanket.
them one more final free hug before midnight.
Because we got Hugs the Drake, Hugs the Hussy Kisses,
Honey?
Candles?
She does know she's supposed to be working today, right?
Well, she's not working anymore. That's what you get for hiring somebody that can't focus for 5 seconds.
Look at us, Lord! We're doing ponies too!
My PNG birds. How are you today? I just realized the phoenix is there.
Yeah. Yay, overfeeding.
Well, more for everyone, I guess. Oh, good morning, Pinky. I'm afraid he's
DM
startled
your
me a
cat.
little. I didn't think any pony would be around this early. Fluttershy, there's no time to explain. We only have until midnight before hugs start costing bits. So I have to track down all my friends to give them one last free hug before that happens. Huh, what do you know? There was time to explain. So, you're going to... Fluttershy, I am going to hug you now. Oh, okay then. Yay! I'm so happy we're friends. I'm so lucky to have you. That was wonderful. I know, right? How could any pony want to charge another pony for that? You mentioned that before. I'm not sure I really understood what you meant by a free hug before midnight. That is what you said, isn't it? Because after midnight, hugs are gonna start costing a lot more money. There's some kind of raw material shortage, so the cost of making them is gonna shoot up. From nothing to
By the way, you need to clean in there.
with my best friends before the deadline. There's no time to lose.
First, have you ever heard of a colonic?
Sure thing. Come on, Fluttershy. It's
I think that she puts that on cakes. Wait, no!
Don't give her.
She just jumped from midair.
She double jumped.
We gave her too much power.
Hi, Applejack.
Howdy, Pinky. Fluttershy, what brings you two around today?
Applejack, we are going to have hugs now.
Sure thing, Sugar Cube.
You're going to hug and you're going to like it.
I'm so happy we're friends.
You are
I don't consent to the hugging. I need to tell.
So,
I'm more
You
concerned
shall
that the hugs
consent?
are apparently
Telepathic?
yeah, that's the word.
Actually, Applejack, yes I did. Because we are friends. And it is important that I show all of my friends just how much I love them with a free hug because after midnight tonight, hugs are gonna start costing money and it sounds like they might end up being really expensive.
whoa, hold on a second there, Pinky. What the hell are y'all talking about?
Oh, I'd rather it be telepathic than telekinetic.
Does no pony read the papers?
What? So the papers said that hugs are gonna start costing money. Pinky, that's just ridiculous.
It's in the paper! And they're not just gonna start costing money.
And the paper can't be wrong. I mean, the news is always right, right?
That means they're gonna go really high!
I don't know about that shit, Cube. I mean, have you seen some of the box news? It's very, very off base.
Welcome to being sarcastic. Can I take your order?
Yes, can I have some British humor in this irony train?
No.
Because if they're too expensive,
No, you can't handle it.
It's too dry.
It's too dry, and you actually have to have a slight imagination to it.
I'm sorry if my imagination is far too big.
No, I think your imagination requires just fart jokes.
No, Pinky, you're looking at this the wrong way. The point is, you got a lot of hugs to give. Lots of ponies want hugs, so you ain't gonna.
Fine,
have
you
to
don't
worry
get the
about
elderberry
running out of
wine.
bits. You're gonna have to worry about where to put them all.
No, Applejack.
No?
No, that isn't what hums are. That's not what they're for.
But that's how trade works. You'll be giving out hugs and receiving bits in exchange.
No! Applejack, what if
Hey, just my mage! You're just in time to watch the price of hugs go soaring through the roof.
What if one year the apple trees got all blighted? Your trees all die and you're broke. You're desperate. You're crying yourself to sleep every night in a freezing cold bed hoping things will turn around, but it's not happening. You're not sure how to go on. You're not sure if you can. What happens then?
Pinky,
I'll tell you what happens then.
You kill yourself.
You get a hug.
Or that.
You don't want a hug right now, Applejack. You need one. You need a warm, happy cuddle from a best friend right by your side to cheer you up and help you get back under the saddle. But you don't have any bits to spare. You can't afford one. The only way this can possibly work is if the pony who gives the hug is the one paying for it. And most often, that pony is me.
and just who are you paying, Pinky?
Yeah, head pass costs extra, and also the squeeze at the end is no longer complimentary. That's the 25-cent upcharge.
The paper didn't say, but the paper did say it's going to happen. So if I don't want the bits, and you don't want the bits, some pony else must be collecting them. But how would they know about every hug? How would they record what each pony owed? Oh no, there's going to be a form, isn't there? A super boring, super long form you have to fill in for every hug you want to give. But who could be so meticulous and so methodical as to require a form for every hug?
It's not highway robbery. It's inflation. Yes.
Circuit, we're not talking about fetishes here.
Not that kind of inflation.
Idea of who's behind this now?
That's what the pumpkin pie Pinkie Pie is all about.
Oh, trust and believe me, I've actually had to. You would not believe how many people want the morph ball.
I'll always be here for you.
I'm so lucky to have you. And who paid for that one?
Is it time to cut it off there?
Nope.
Yeah,
Got a few
sure.
we still.
okay.
Technically we can go like another 10 minutes easily, but we'll just go about 5 or so. Like I said, it's a 37-minute video. It goes.
Pass. But it'll just take a second. Maybe later. But there might not be time later. Pinky, remember when you told me to warn you when you were acting all loop-de-doo? Anyway, you're doing it right now. Come back later when you burned off whatever sugar rush you got going on. In the meantime, it's nap time. Rainbow Dash, I think you should. Oh. Never mind. We'll come back for her later. Right now, we need those answers. Admit it, Twilight. This was your idea. Why would you do this? Why? Pinky, get off me. No, Twilight. I'm gonna hug you for as long as it takes until you understand how amazing hugs are and you stop your crazy anti-hug scheme. Could some pony please tell me what's going on?
Well, we're just about figuring that out ourselves.
Pinkie Pie said she read an article in the paper about how hugs are going to start costing money. And now she's worried about it. Exactly! And who's the one pony in Ponyville who would try to introduce town-wide hug-based legislation? Twilight Sparkle! She's tired of ponies giving each other completely unregulated hugs.
Damn it! Damn it! Stop giving the internet more fuel. Stop giving the internet more fuel.
Stop
Wait,
making
Spork.
Pinkie Pie, Pie a reality.
Spork.
Pinkie Pie.
Hello, my name is Spork.
All hail the almighty Spork.
Damn it, that's gonna be my next character when I have to have a game with a character creator. I'm just gonna call him Spork.
The right to fair hugs shall not be infringed. Viva la revolution! Pinky!
Here's a fun one. Can somebody point out what's interesting about this particular
Turning purple.
story?
You know what I mean?
Oops. Sorry. That's okay, Pinky. But I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never asked for anything like that.
You mean aside from Spike being on a thing that we clearly know he couldn't stand on like that?
That must mean there's another pony in power.
Hey, he knows how to stand on a ladder. But yes, outside of that.
It's all just a big misunderstanding. Pinky, which paper was this exactly? The Ponyville Chronicle. Today's edition. Of course.
Excuse me.
The Ponyville Chronicle is owned by the Canterlot Chronicle.
All right, I'll point it out. Twilight has no wings.
You mean this animator's in denial?
Either in denial or they just decided to throw something wet that was supposed to be before the princessing and all the explosions.
It's easy to write before the princessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they're still learning about who they all are as characters. So Pinky going completely nuts over hugs and everybody being confused seems to fit more.
Oh, there's still that camp of even crazier people who are like, we can save MOP, and it's like,
Seriously? You've been at this
y'all
for
need to
how
get more lives.
While we're waiting, I can give you your real hug, Twilight. Pinky, no, I'm so happy we're friends. I wouldn't be me without you.
Ah.
I'm using this still from a different episode.
Spike, that's not funny. This is really important to Pinky, isn't it?
Okay. But I really don't get it. You're saying you have to pay bits for every hug you give, right? But surely if you're giving a hug to some pony, aren't you always getting one at the same time? Shouldn't it all just, I don't know, balance out?
Or cost double? It can't be.
I feel so sad for Spike. You had the perfect answer, and Pinkied it.
Oh no. Y'all know what's gonna happen here.
Orgy?
It's always how it starts.
I wouldn't be me without you.
These. Actually, no, they can't. No, they can't do that. That's gonna cost them. That's gonna cost them like hundreds. Holy shit.
One? It's a group hug.
Yes and no. Don't you see? Twilight is hugging Fluttershy. Fluttershy is hugging Applejack. Applejack is hugging Twilight. But Applejack's also hugging Fluttershy. Fluttershy's hugging Twilight, and Twilight is hugging Applejack. That's 6 hugs. What if all of us wanted a group hug? That's going to be like 30 hugs. If we count you, that's
Her mouth's off, but she's not wrong.
never gonna be able to afford an all of us together hug again. I'm so happy.
God, I want to throw. All I can think in my head is inserting the Scott Steiner math promo from TNA.
That just makes it more important than ever that I find the rest of my friends and make sure they get a last free hug before the day is out.
She's the leader. She has to deal with it. Thank you, Spike, for being proactive.
My dearest Twilight, we are somewhat concerned by your proposal. If Ponyville is suffering some economic hardship, rest assured we can think of many ways to improve the financial health of the town without resorting to draconian measures. If you are worried or need help, then you know that we are always here for you, though we hope you will reconsider this course of action. With love, always, Princesses Celestia and Luna.
What? They thought it was my idea. Spike, what exactly did you write?
Nothing that would have given them that impression. They're clearly as confused as we are. Hey, what are draconian measures anyway? Is it something to do with dragons?
I'll demonstrate what draconian measures are on you unless you help me fix this. Take another letter. Fast.
Alright, we're pausing there after draconian measures.
On a dragon. The irony is not lost on us.
But it is
We're just
appreciated.
doing them.
Alright, everybody, and with that, that is going to be it for the show. So we didn't get to the puzzle, but we had so much to cover that I guess it kind of evened out.
This is why we don't take 2 weeks off.
No, it wasn't the 2 weeks off. It was just, there was a lot to talk about. And everybody created such amazing stuff for the content creation. There was so much to cover. It was beautiful, and I love it. I love it when we have a lot of stuff, because it means that the community is vibrant and strong. Just strong like ox. Too bad we are ponies, but we are strong like ox pony. Don't put in fan fiction. That'd probably get creepy. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it all up with final shoutouts for the evening. Let's start off with DM21. DM? Okay, let's try Grassland at Gremlin.
Fires, explosions, Mufasa, venison jerky, Ellery, Roan, Insanity, I don't know, and whatever Circuit just said, don't put it in fan fiction, put it in fan fiction. And for Wednesday, I think Skyrage is planning on trying to do some Phasmophobia.
I'll be able to help with that.
Anyway, on to Coal Dust.
Support artists, they're cool. Also, I'm really tired. I'm going to sleep.
Sleep well.
Night.
Six Stallion.
Good night.
Night all.
Zombie
have you
Toa.
forgot someone?
No, actually, you didn't respond, so I was going to everybody else, and then I was going to get to you. But we'll get to you now then. DM.
Have a great week. Stay healthy and beware of pranksters on Trick or Treat night.
Alright, now Zombie Toa.
Good night, and thank you all for showing up. I miss you, Commander. The band hammer is fairly missed. I just get poked now.
Alright, then ZZC, Screw the Robot, Suki.
I'm with Cole. I'm going to bed. Not with Cole.
Oh, come on. I'm sure. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Yeah.
Don't
Have a good night,
dig
Suki. And for everybody else out there, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of the Brony Show. Please be sure to tune in on Wednesday for Winchester and his Wednesday crew doing Winchester and Wednesday shenanigans. Tune in on Sunday for Circuit's Gaming Room, where we're going to be back with another spoopy game. What will it be? You'll have to tune in and see. Also, tune in an hour early for the pre-show with Cold Dust and crew doing pre-show shenanigans, which is always a fun time. And if you're watching us live, we have the Coffee House After Party, which will be on our Vaughn stream only, which you can get the link from in our chat room. Also, a reminder to everybody out there, well, keep an eye out on our Discord. Since I will now be able to multi-stream, I am going to try my best to get things set up and start trying to get streaming kicking up a little bit more. But best way to find out is keep an eye on our Discord, where I can make stream announcements. And with that, I'd like to thank all of our chatters out there. Thank you so much to Chaos Akai, Cloud of the Conquest, Cold Dust, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Relays of Sonic 5421, Techman Texani the Second, Dagley Creepy, and yay, Archivers. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much to our YouTube archive watchers. Thank you to our YouTube live watchers. Thank you to our Twitch live watchers. We can finally all come together and celebrate wonderful harmony. Not like we haven't already done so, but now we can actually do it a little more officially. But
spread the free hugs.
Spread the free hugs. But honestly, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what we can do for the future of the show now that Shackle has been lifted. I'm going to keep saying Shackles because it basically felt like that. But with that, I believe we have everything is wrapped up. Be sure to check our show notes for the videos. Check also our YouTube description for the videos that we show. Give the content creators some love because they work really hard on these videos. And every thumbs up, every good comment, everything that you do to let them know that you appreciate their work helps them to give them the motivation to make more. Because sometimes you just need that little bit of appreciation. And also a little bit of monetization never hurt. Anyway, General Mumble with Be Still for our closeout song. Have a good night, everybody. I think I could be still for something that cool. Coffee House After Party coming up in just a moment on the Vaughn stream. Don't go. Well, yep. Okay, we know the drill. Go to the Vaughn stream and then stay there, and we'll be there in just a second.